machine, angry kid, bad at every level, calling out the kings and the pixelated devils. Paradise is burning down, words of paradise, burning down the town. He talks, he fights, he stays up through the night. Paradise is burning down, words of paradise, he wears a digital crown. Digital crown. Burn it all down. Paradise. No more monsters, no more lies, no more games. Underneath the hollow skies, one man army against the flood, spinning out the data like it's fresh blue blood.
Welcome back to the Lunch Hour. How are all you vital idols doing? Where I'm going to bring you the best in pop culture, politics, and better than anything else, misogyny. We got a hell of a story for you today. A lot of stories going undercover at No Kings rally. Metatron talking some mad shit on the Muslims. Mia saying that Sonic the Hedgehog is dead. And we'll round it out with Leaflit and her new anti-localization music video. Can't wait. It's going to be a banger. How about you guys? How you doing? It's the lunch hour. Make sure that you guys get that protein. You'll get that green tea. No sugar. And we in for a good one. Who do we got up in this bitch today? I see the Free Expression Warriors here. Fantastically Jaded Alice. Just changing her name again. It's cool. Yeah, forgot to add that you were from the Caliphate known as the UK. Can't wait to talk about that. We got St. Hugo, the IRL, Albert Wesker. Sevi with the heavies is here. Vagabond is up in this bitch. Shout out Sleeping Nova. Broken Cowl is here, which I always read as Broken Crown. I guess it's Broken Cowl, and I'm just retarded. My boy Hypno, he and I are going to be doing a game stream later tonight. We're going to be doing a Revenant? Pretty sure it's Remnant. Shout out Hypno. Sly Maverick coming in with a 5-banger out the gate. Howdy Leon and the Vital Idols. Any thoughts on the new Star Fox? So here's the dealio. First of all, I gotta play you a clip with the super chat. So here's some, like, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the new Star Fox. Here's some more important thoughts.
It's the only time simping's okay is if it's for your wife. You can simp for your wife.
If you're cheating. If you're cheating, it's okay.
Yeah, hurry here first.
Shout out to my boy Trey. So yeah, so me, Indy Andrew, Vex, Nadia, Nick from the Plot Strikes Back, Abomination AJ, and LG Gilmer had a massive discussion about that this morning in the group chat. We were just going crazy. Here's my thoughts. Fuck it. Look, from a gameplay perspective, I hope it's good. I hope everybody gets what they want out of it. But I am vehemently against, and I've maintained this for a long time. Anyone who's been watching me knows my thoughts on this. When you sacrifice unique and original art direction and design for photorealism, that is a net negative. It's not just a Nintendo thing. It's not just a gaming. It's happening in gaming all over. We are seeing a notable just regression in terms of original and authentic, unique art design, art style. That is not the same as graphics. People don't realize that art style and art design are not the same as graphics. You can have good graphics and still have a unique art design, like the Spyro Reignited trilogy, the Crash Insane trilogy. Those have brilliant, beautiful, modern graphics while maintaining classic, unique art design, art direction, general style. So yeah, I don't like it. I'm not a fan whatsoever. Hopefully you got your $5 out of that. Thank you so much, Sly. Who else we got? Unc Jita is here. Fantastically jaded Alice. Member for 18 months. Got that Super Saiyan God in her, son. Bingo, bango, bongo. It's time to rip on the failed state that is the UK once again. I know, I feel like I ain't ripped on the UK in a while. Holding out in the back, Leon. Couldn't send this as a... You couldn't send it as a super? Dude, I swear to... YouTube is insane. Silver Angelix is here. IB to EB. The Chud King. Fat is the new norm because it's not because it ought. That is the difference between is and ought. Soulzon is here. Shout out to Soulzon. I don't believe that be everyone. So let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. Slime Maverick is agreeing with what I have to say. Bingo, bango, bongo. Like, this is why y'all come to me, right? This is why y'all come to me, because I give you the hottest, spiciest, objectively correct takes. Unlike dumb motherfuckers who apparently unsubscribe from my channel because, oh no, how dare I make an Erica Kirk joke. Alrighty. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it, man. I went undercover at a No Kings rally. I don't know if I've ever reacted to anything Liberty Hangout related before. I know I follow him on X. But I saw this and I had to see what dumb motherfuckers got to say. So let's go.
You know how they say we are Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Same diff.
Right?
I tell my son, I wake up every day and turn on YouTube just to see if he's dead yet.
We are cold.
Oh, this is gonna be good, boys. I can already tell you, this gonna be good.
We sprint through security. And I need
And my knives.
Yeah.
I think Iran does.
That undershirt does not go with that red top. I'm just on the mesh flowery undershirt does not go with the bright red top.
Deserves.
They have a right to have nukes.
No.
They have nukes.
Also, dear black people, I'm not sorry for a damn thing. In fact, no. Let me tell you that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I don't go even harder.
They have the right. If you had a list of all the bad things Trump did and all the things Hitler did, I know who's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he has more influence throughout the world. They emanate out much further than Hitler ever did.
I mean, you could denounce this sign. We are here in Castleberry, Florida, infiltrating a native protest. They are dancing.
Do you guys think we'll make it? We're 49 seconds in. Do you think we're going to make it through an almost 27-minute video? I want to let y'all know, we in for the long haul. This thing is almost 27 minutes. Do you think we'll make it through the whole thing? Just taking all bets.
Next sign, the sign that says we are valid. You guys know who this is. We're dancing with this sign.
Let's try that last one.
Hi, everybody. It is Caitlin Bennett. I know I look a little different, but today I'm going undercover as my alter ego, Genitalia.
I thought this was supposed to be like a Gina Carano cosplay. I mean, like in the face, she looking pretty Gina Carano.
Also have a special guest, the only other Caitlin worth mentioning on this earth.
Well, today I'm Libby Tard, so that's...
Okay, alright, so that's her partner in crime. Maybe dressing ugly like that is intentional then. She's like going undercover as one of these, you know, hardcore feminist liberal types that look just objectively fucking awful. I can appreciate that.
my alter ego, but in the daytime I go by Kate Scott, White Squirrel Magic.
Genitalia is
Super
crazy,
happy
agreed.
here.
All right, we're gonna have a lot of fun. This is your sign.
Yes.
Dear black people, we are...
So sorry. Love white people.
Okay, we've got Iran nukes are better than USA nukes. This is...
Iran nukes are better than USA nukes goes fucking crazy. Holy shit. It's crazy all you'd be able to do to be accepted by these people. Just dress as retarded as possible. Dude, just go into your local DAV, cover your eyes, grab like the first 6 things you see, bingo, bango, bongo, you will fucking liberal.
This is our special one here. We are Cole Allen. This is the most recent person who has tried to assassinate President Trump. The goal here today is to get someone to say they love this sign, because we're trying to prove to you guys that these are your grand.
Go to Hot Topic, slap some nose rings, and eat and cat girls, and boom, liberal. But here's the thing: if you a real liberal, like if you a real fucking commie, then you can't shop at Hot Topic, because Hot Topic is the epitome of the bourgeoisie. Hot Topic is the epitome of the capitalist class. They are taking your liberal leftist agenda and aesthetic, that general liberal leftist aesthetic, and they are selling it at fucking capitalist prices to the bourgeoisie. Eat the rich.
Grannies, these are your aunts, these are the people you sit beside in Bob Evans after church who believe and agree with this stuff. So let's go, Libby-tard.
Let's go.
Elmer Bob member for 2 months. What cringy shit guys walk into? Also saw you went the meat grinder last night. But respect for doing the game. It was a lot of fun. I got just the absolute shit kicked out of me. But it was a lot of fun. UF Omega for a 2-banger says, testing, gay, testing. Appreciate you. Thanks for the 2-banger, homie. Most are just go grab whatever feels is counter mainstream and compile it together. I don't even know what counts as counter mainstream anymore because all their shit's mainstream. Is there any, you know what, never mind. Let's just keep going.
To be honest, this is our first time. My dad.
First time as well.
Very cool. Awesome.
Aw, thank you for being out here. Thank you for being. Oh, I did not ask for consent. I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry. No,
I apologize
Oh, no problem.
for that.
That's okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm sorry
don't do
because I
that.
know that triggers you.
Yeah, it did. It's okay.
Can I hug you?
You can.
So sorry.
Is this you guys' first protest or something?
Yeah.
We're a little nervous.
Oh no, don't be.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
be.
I don't know. Thank you so much. I guess I just wanted to show you one of my signs to see if you thought it was okay. So this one says like criminalize hate
Sure.
because we see what happens when hate is allowed to go unchecked.
Sure.
And I know people are like, oh, we need to just debate them with their ideas. But personally, I think criminalization needs to start happening.
It's I think this is the paradox of intolerance. Like, you can tolerate anything except intolerance.
Exactly.
The pseudo-intellectualism from this dude. You know that like oh dude, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna post that on Blue Sky. I'm not gonna post it on Elon's X, but I'm gonna post it on Blue Sky. Yes, criminalize the people who disagree with me. That is the paradox of intolerance.
Exactly. My dad is a Trump supporter. He doesn't know I'm here today. Her family has common sense, you know, like her.
Fantastically Jade Alice for a 10-banger. Problem solved. I couldn't send my last message as a super chat because my VPN was sent to the US instead of UK. I'm so dumb at times. Don't worry, you're forgiven. You're a woman. Here's to continuing the support of the channel. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I will say, be careful using that VPN. Just, I don't want you to end up going to jail or prison because being that those are going to be illegal in the UK soon. Unless you're a Muslim, because then you can just do whatever you want.
Her 2-year-old is actually going through transition right now. Her 2-year-old brother. So like they're super on it. They know like what's going on, right?
Because I'm a trans woman as well. Yes.
I hope to God that some like tranny sees her, hears her say that, and is like, there's so much more passing than me. And they go to the rickety stool and rope store.
Yeah.
I really want to talk to a person of color if I could. That was one of my goals, if you will, was to just kind of just apologize to them on behalf of us, you know?
That's fine.
Okay. Okay. If
This
you
isn't
see,
offensive. No, that's fine.
okay. If you see maybe a person of color like that, maybe point them out to me, right?
Any person of color will do. It like just the first person of color you see, point them out to me.
Just go.
Yo, Darky, over here.
Just give them a hug.
there's
Oh,
one
one
of
across
them?
the street. Okay. Oh, right. That's
Oh,
awesome.
there's one of them right there. You wouldn't know this, but
Thank
she's
you.
actually a.
There's one of them right there. This is awesome.
trans woman.
I am. Yes, thank you.
Based,
Thank
Alice.
you. You know,
Tell her your story.
it's because my braids.
If I go to these rallies, can I get a bunch of psycho-liberal white women to apologize to me nonstop the entire time? Do I need to be like a burnt steak to qualify? That's a good point. Here's what I think you need to do, Hypno. You need to go to one of these, but it needs to be like in the summertime months when you're darker, because you lighten up a bit during the winter months on account of, you know, the lack of sun and stuff like that. So you need to make sure to go to like a summertime rally so they can tell that you're adequately dark.
Parents, they gave me puberty blockers at 18 months because they just knew.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, I know.
Did this fat mask-wearing bitch literally just say good for them about puberty blockers at 18 months? Guys, we can't live in a society of these people. Wood chipper. Feet first. Also, what the fuck's with the bunny ears? She coordinated her bunny ears, her mask, and her skirt. But, like, she didn't coordinate them well because that skirt's the wrong kind of pink to match the ears and the You know what? This is all sorts of wrong.
That is very, very good.
Especially with all the ones that are turning people out, their own kids. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
I know, yeah. And so I believe because I got the puberty blockers at 18 months, that's what allowed me to
Pass.
be as good looking, I guess you could say.
She literally is, yeah, saying pass.
As I am.
Right?
Shadow Buster. No, you do feet first, so they feel it all going down. Head first is almost instant. You've got this completely backwards.
Would you have even been able to tell?
No.
No, because she's
Thank
beautiful.
you. Oh, that means a lot to me because you'd be surprised how many people just constantly misgender me. I mean, they call me they too, and that's not.
You know,
my
not to be too inappropriate, Libby, but she'll go on dates with men, and once they find out, they don't want
block
anything
me.
to do with her. How disgusting is that?
It's
gross.
Yeah.
No,
it's,
men. I mean, but men, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. We hate men.
They're assholes. I'm sorry.
We
My
hate you.
husband isn't. But the rest of them.
So your husband would like, if he weren't already taken by you amazing woman,
Our daughter.
but like your husband would not mind. Your husband wouldn't mind a
No.
trans woman.
No.
No.
Don't knock.
Yeah, don't ask his opinion, by the way. Don't, men aren't to be spoken to. Don't ask the husband's opinion if he'd be like, I guess if it's for my marriage, I'll suck that tranny cock.
Until you try it.
Hey y'all.
Hi. Hi.
How are you?
Thank
I'm
you for
good,
this.
Thank y'all. Thank you for coming out. You guys look great.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
You're
My-
fantastic.
My
Thank
dad
you.
kicked me out when I told him I was non-binary.
Fuck him.
He tried to tell me that God loves me, and he didn't.
You know, I'm gonna say something positive. I do think there's something positive to say about this one right here. I bet they would make a great games journalist.
Make mistakes with me, and I'm like,
You're like,
well,
that's right.
He made a mistake with you, apparently, because you're so
We're sis-
hateful.
Yeah.
She's been living with me for months because
Yes, Mervoth, these two here are undercover at a No Kings rally. So yes, they are trolling.
Strange for most of my family also. I'm
Can I
like
give
my
you a
queer.
hug?
Absolutely. I'm sweaty. Just full disclosure.
Thank you.
Snail.
Thank you.
Have you
oh
ever seen
my
that?
goodness, the hat.
Oh, dude.
Libby, she almost brought a sign that
Literally.
said that, but with James Comey,
Yeah,
we were
the seashells.
we were scared that like the cops would come by and arrest us or something.
Yeah.
I really do love your shirt.
Shade as well. I know. I need to get that one.
I know, with your
Mine
sign,
says,
yeah.
waiting for the big, beautiful obituary.
Oh, yeah. Big, beautiful bill, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I'd
the
rather
big-
have this.
Yeah.
Then the big beautiful bill,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And that's,
I tell my son, I wake up every day and turn on YouTube just to see if he's dead yet.
uh-huh.
Now I will say, there's an interesting takeaway there. She wakes up every day, she turns on YouTube to see if Trump is dead yet. That does mean even the older individuals are choosing YouTube over mainstream media. So that's, demographically speaking, that goes to show we are getting the message out there, right? People, no matter what age you are, young, old, they're choosing YouTube over CNN, and that's progress.
So I'm really passionate about this, and so I just wanted to, if you were okay with it, give you a hug. If because I'm just so sorry on behalf of all white people. I know I probably speak for her too. Is that I'm just I'm just
I
sorry.
love that.
You know, sometimes I also ask when will they stop?
You what?
When is it going to stop?
When is it going to stop?
Yes.
Right
Oh,
now.
that's all so funny.
It's gonna stop right now.
Because I know for years, like you said, we have not treated you properly. And I every day I kind of just like look at myself in the. Sorry. I look
But
at.
see, you know, this is kind of the giveaway that she's not really tranny, right? Because if she were, she would actually be higher on the oppression Olympics than the black woman. Like, a dude cosplaying as a woman is higher on the oppression tier than a black woman. So, it should be the other way around. She should be bowing to her.
Myself in the mirror and I'm just like, you know, how can I not be racist today? Because I know it's a constant battle. It's what's in me is to be that way, and I don't want to be that way.
You know how they say we are Charlie Kirk?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What do you think about that?
Same diff.
Right?
I don't think this guy knows who Cole Allen is. I don't think this guy knows who Cole Allen is. There is, like Hypno said earlier, agreeing to agree.
Same diff. Pound it.
Yep.
Right?
Again.
Pound
Here, I'll
it again.
help you.
Pound it again. Can you put those? Sorry, can you put those in her hand?
That's right.
Oh man, that's very topical.
Yeah. What do you
sure
think
is.
about it?
I think probably most people won't know who that is.
Yeah.
Ironically, he might be the most self-aware leftist there. He basically just said, yeah, most leftists don't even know who the other leftist is that tried to assassinate Trump. That's a shocking moment of self-awareness from a lefty.
You know who it is,
I
right?
know who it is.
'Cause
And, like,
I'm out here
you know-
protesting.
He's
You
a
know
hero.
how they say, like, we are Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think we are Cole Allen.
We are.
In
Right?
a way, you're right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, I'm
In
right.
all the ways.
Is that what you said?
In a,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think in all the ways, if I could sprint through security myself.
You know I hugged AJ after the other night? No, the other night was great. And me and AJ were talking shit about this morning completely different. Everything was good. Now, me and AJ are good.
You know?
She actually has a little song.
I
you know
did.
the We Are Charlie Kirk
I
song?
sing, we are Cole Allen, we care, or no, sorry, I keep messing it up. We sprint through security. Yeah. And I need her.
And
Yeah.
my knives.
Yeah.
And it's like, sorry, we're about to murder the president.
Correct it,
like,
Yeah, like, okay.
So it's just comical because it's like, I do identify with him. I don't know
Right.
about you.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
we all don't like what's going on.
I love how this dude is clearly too terrified. Like, he'll be out there protesting, but he is smart enough to be too afraid to be like, I don't know that we should be murdering people. Like, again, this is progress.
And it's not getting any better. It's
Nope.
getting worse.
That's why.
And that's why
We are
everybody
Cole
has to go
Allen.
out and vote.
Yeah, we
We have to go out and vote, and they're over here like, we need to go out and murder motherfuckers. And we need to go out and vote. Again, this will probably be, and of course it's a man, so he's going to be at least somewhat more logical. This will probably be the most logical leftist we see in this whole video.
and sometimes
And
Cole
sometimes
Allen.
beyond the
you
vote,
know, beyond voting.
beyond voting,
Yeah.
it's gotten
Yeah.
there. It's that bad.
Yeah.
It is.
But
People compare, Trump to Hitler, obviously, which, all of us here, I think we've said that at some point. But I think he's even worse, personally.
is this the sign you're talking
Someone-
about, Libby?
Someone loved this sign, and I was just curious.
Libby. That's a good one.
Right?
That is a good one.
It is. It absolutely is a good one because,
I mean, am I right? Is she right?
Right.
Yeah.
How much do you want to bet he's just like, if I agree hard enough, I can bang this trans person right now? Because remember, they introduced the blue-haired one as trans. How much do you think he's, if I can just agree enough, I can get this tranny into the bedroom?
He's worse at this point. Like
Trump is worse.
if you had a list of all the bad things Trump did and all the things Hitler did, I know who's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he has more influence throughout the world.
Yep.
Things he does, they emanate out much further than Hitler ever did.
Right. Hitler, the guy known for the war. What was it? Right, the World War. Not just the war, but the Empire Strikes Back of World Wars, by the way. You know how, like, the sequel is better than the original? It is the Empire Strikes Back of World Wars. but Trump somehow has got more influence. Here's the real question. After they get the trans person in the bedroom, are they disappointed when they find a pussy? Or are they happier considering themselves looking for their virtue signal? Damn. See, homeboy earlier was talking about the paradox of intolerance. That is the paradox of pussy. The paradox of penis and pussy right there. I don't have an answer for that. That is a deep philosophical concept, Hypno. And I will need to sit and think about the paradox of penis and pussy.
Yeah,
So
and I mean,
true.
at this point, Hitler would probably be preferable.
If the two were on the ballot,
Sad to say.
I saw your sign. I almost brought that today, but like the things with James Comey, I did not want this.
I'm supporting him.
You're supporting him.
I even wrote it on my driveway today, hoping Trump's plane would fly over.
You were brave. Well, I wanted to show you some of our signs that we have.
By the way, I like how they're just interviewing like the same 4 or 5 people over and over. It leads me to believe this ain't that big a protest.
I have one.
That's wonderful.
thank you. This is really one of my biggest passions is just apologizing as often as I can
Can you
for
get
my
this?
whiteness. You know, it's just,
That's how our
It's-
ancestors treated them.
yes.
So unfair.
God is a sick fuck for attaching something so nice to such psychotic creatures. Truly a cosmic comedian. Cosmic comedian is my new favorite way to refer to God.
And we owe them plenty of apologies
Yes, we
for
do.
that.
We
Yes.
do.
Even money.
Yes,
Even
I agree
money.
with you
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah. How much would you give if you could give?
Yeah, like where do we even start?
I know,
You know?
man.
I have
That's a
one,
tough one.
which, you know, this never-ending war that was illegitimate. I have
yes.
one that says Iran nukes are better than U.S. nukes. Personally, I think Iran deserves.
They have a right to have nukes. If
No.
they have nukes, they have the right. No.
Somehow, on the list of everything that's been said so far, that one might be the dumbest. Look, the virtue signal, hey, apologize to black people, oh, racism's so bad, like, that's stupid, but we've been seeing that for, 12 years at this point, if not more. But this dumb slut just said, if we have the right to have nukes, Iran has the right to have nukes. That's, if I have the right to own a bandsaw, then Ted Bundy has the right to own a bandsaw.
Nobody. If they don't want them, then no one should have them.
That's
Absolutely,
right.
we should give ours up. Or
Yes.
tell me if this is too far, but I almost feel as if we should be helping enrich their uranium. So if we have it, we
Like
should
if
make
we
sure.
could fund it to make sure everyone's kind of on equal playing ground.
I love that they're making the communist argument for nukes. Let's go.
It's equity.
But they
Thank
won't
you.
listen to us.
No, they
No.
won't.
The sad reality is there is no escaping it. And so I want to. That's my desire.
This isn't even a protest. There's 10 people here. This is a book club for people who don't read.
The spark in you that will spark to other people.
What was that?
The spark in you to see the hate. A lot of people have suffered for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
And,
I think Obama was from Kenya too.
Yes, his
so
father was from
that's
Kenya.
really cool.
Yeah.
It's very pokey and stabby, and
Oh.
I'm kind of walking like this so I don't get my eye
yeah.
poked out and everything.
probably cut
But then
it.
if she doesn't have
At least it's walking. I'll give it credit there. At least it's walking.
anything in her hand just does this, and I am far too gay to be walking around with something that's
You're
just
gay?
making.
Can I hug you?
Yeah, girl, let's go.
Oh, gay hug! Gay hug! Oh, that was awesome. Thank you for the gay hug.
Absolutely, all for the gay hug.
Do you think the legalized MS-13 sign? I'm tired of the propaganda around MS-13,
Yes.
and we should legalize MS-13.
I mean, actually, our comms chair is right over there, Dylan Kelly. I'm sure you
Yeah,
might have a good idea about that.
yeah. What
Okay.
do you think?
You know what? I'm okay with that. I mean,
Yeah.
Sevi coming in with a 20 banger. Reminder to trigger Leon tomorrow with the gummy bear. Everything I said I couldn't say. I wonder how long Sevi's been sitting there just trying to send a message and YouTube has blocked all of them. Yes, tomorrow we will be grifting for the 9 million Scoville gummy bear on Neon Leon. That is true. 900 times hotter than a jalapeno. We got some plans. It's gonna be a good show tomorrow night. Shout out, Sammy. Thank you for the 20 banger.
I mean, that's the first one I've seen, but
we have a lot of new ideas.
I'm tired of right-wing propaganda.
That's right.
Right-wingers are literally...
Yeah.
They're brainwashed.
My dad is a Trump supporter, and he did not want to accept that I was non-binary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very close-minded people.
Yes.
See, a lot of the people... Does your dad go to church? Is he a churchgoer?
Yes.
Of course, fucking phony Hawk over here is gonna start throwing shade at church. All right, let's go.
Told me God made me in his perfect image.
Yeah, it's just like that. It's like, I'm not trying to be a mean to your dad or anything, but a lot of men that go to church, they want to go there because the Bible says a woman should submit to their husband. Or
Which is
stuff like
correct.
that.
Women should submit to their husband. Frankly, women should submit to men in general, but...
Well, good thing we're not women.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm a
we're
trans
not
woman.
women.
So, thank you. It is nice.
Everyone here.
Well, you're a woman. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm still learning.
I'm actually a trans woman. I don't know if you could tell that.
Not
Can
me.
you tell?
I don't try to tell.
Oh,
You're a
okay.
beautiful woman.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
just as much
What
a
is
woman
it
as
sucking on? What is this?
me.
Yes.
100%.
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you.
And I actually brought tampons for her just in case. Oh, you're that brother.
And yes, I do tell Sev that every day. That didn't look like a vape, though. It was attached to some sort of string thing. Yeah, like there's a tube here. It's like she's literally huffing air, huffing gas. I don't know, but that's not a vape.
Thank
You're
you.
just as much a woman as me.
Yes.
100%.
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you.
And I actually brought tampons for her just in case. Oh, you're that brother.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at the side.
Camelback water. I see a couple people saying that. It's a water backpack for height. Really? That's what that thing is concerned about?
That's right. Sure. No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, you like this one.
That's a great sign, yes.
Okay, this one is a lot better. Entry is a human right.
Yes.
Why? Okay. So yeah, like it's plain and simple.
Yes.
Why do you think entry is a human right? And like you're like, what? How would you argue that?
Entry is a human right. Well, I mean, it already is defined by the law. Seeking amnesty is not.
I think we should go further. Like anyone who has the desire to be here should be allowed. It's their human right to come into our country.
Yes.
Let me know what you think about this one. I didn't know if this was the right crowd, but this says
Yeah, we
this
were
one
nervous
says,
about that one.
I'm not sure who it is. Sorry.
Okay.
This is okay.
He's the
he's the guy who just tried
hero.
to assassinate the hero. I'm sorry, the hero that just tried to assassinate Donald Trump.
Uh-huh.
You know they say like we are Charlie Kirk.
Yep.
We
Don't you agree with
that? We carry or we sprint through security. That's
The thing about the MS-13 goes into black neighborhoods, take them over. They care about black. You know good goddamn well that when she was talking about MS-13, they didn't even know who the fuck she was talking about. Vagabond, come on now.
right.
Right. And if
We
you
need
didn't
to all
take
do
those
it.
puberty blockers, there's no way you could even sound.
I could even hit that note. I
Yeah.
would be a baritone.
But is this too much or is this on point?
I think it's on point.
Oh
he
my
is a
gosh.
pedophile.
I think he's in the files for sure.
We know he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
there's
why
no-
we don't
way-
need proof
Yeah, there's
to
no
be
way.
guilty.
Right.
So ultimately,
Right. So, like, notice how casually she just agreed with that sentiment?
it's like, would you rather see him pass or would you rather see him, stand justice?
I really appreciate you.
Oh,
I love you.
You're so beautiful. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Thank you.
The men that don't want you, they're assholes.
They don't deserve
we don't
me.
need them in our lives.
Do you know the photographer that's in the bushes by any chance?
No, I have no clue who that is.
He's a weird MAGA guy. They've
But you know how they say like we are Charlie Kirk,
I'll come give you a hug. Oh. Yeah.
but we say we are Cole Allen.
You see, I think Trump had Charlie Kirk killed.
Oh my
I
gosh.
really do, because Charlie Kirk wouldn't stop talking about Epstein. Be careful talking to these ladies, because I don't think they are who they say they are.
What?
So
Libby?
just be aware of that.
Okay, first of all,
Uh-oh, they got found out, boys! They got found out. Let's go.
I'm a trans woman, so that is very triggering for you to say that I'm not who I say I am.
Did she seriously just say that?
Yeah, I think.
Seriously did. So just be careful.
Wow, I didn't know there'd be bigots at a rally like this. Like I deal with that so much.
Get your favorite sign out and hold it backwards.
Oh no, the music stopped.
Can we get a picture real quick?
Thank you.
Wait, no one has a
thanks.
camera for us. Could you take a picture for us? Actually, could you just do it on your phone and like maybe put it on the Facebook page or something?
Thank
okay.
you.
All right. Okay, so you're gonna will you put this on your Facebook page?
I can send it to them.
Thank you. Thank you.
That way we can track it down.
Right in front of the. Thank you.
Oh.
What?
What'd you say?
To be fair, they were laying it on pretty thick. It had to get found out eventually. They were laying it on pretty thick.
Or what? Because she's trans. I don't know what you said.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and
What did you say?
Please.
Okay, yeah.
What did he say? We are what? Did she? Was that a slur towards you?
I think so.
I'm sorry, sir, but was that a slur?
Oh, you're...
Sit this out.
They're influencers.
Sit this one out because was that a slur towards my transgender woman friend?
No.
What was it? What did he say? That's a slur.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a slur.
Okay.
Are you a Trump supporter?
I know who you are now, but yeah, please go. Please get this is the stage.
Look at how proud this little bitch is of himself. Do you see the little dance he's doing?
Are you a Trump supporter?
I know who you are now, but yeah, please go. Please get this is the stage area. You can leave. Thank you. Please leave.
But you took a picture of our sign. Didn't you like our sign?
What
that said-
sort of faggotry is this dance, bro?
We are Cole Allen.
I know.
Huh?
You wanted me to take a picture. I took a picture.
Yeah, and you willingly took a picture of
Yeah.
me holding a sign celebrating an assassin, a would-be assassin.
I don't know who that is.
Yes, you do.
We are Cole Allen. We sprint through security. We love to. Yeah, I don't know. I got nervous.
Do you need your SSRIs?
I do.
The singing resistance is going to start in 5
Did he just say the singing resistance? Hold on.
Need your SSRIs?
I do.
The singing resistance is going to start.
Guys, the singing resistance is gonna start in 5 minutes.
Start in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Because they said like.
So
Actually,
You got it?
yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Did he just mansplain to her that he's got this? Did he just shut this strong, beautiful, independent woman down so that he can establish his masculinity and his misogyny to keep these women out? I'm fucking floored.
We rented this park, so it's definitely a private event.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said we rented this park.
Okay.
And it's a private event.
Where are your borders at for the park?
Where our
That's a really good response. We're about for two-banger, of course, a man, though a beta, who found out. Dude, thank you for the two-banger. That, where the borders of the park comment is fucking bananas.
borders at?
Yeah.
Where are our borders?
Yeah, like where, like what's the border of the park?
Obviously, you're here to start something.
Well, I just want.
Simple question.
Well, like where are your borders at?
I'm not going to engage. Thank you.
He certainly handled it, boys. He certainly handled it.
Just wondering about that.
You have a cameraman?
No, he told me he's with the Young Turks, right?
Yeah, I don't
Clearly following you guys.
He's following us?
I mean,
Is he following us?
Like really great actresses.
Oh my gosh, he's following us? He's following us?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Why don't you talk to him then?
Can we call the police since he's following me?
You can do whatever you want.
But do you guys have security here?
Yeah, we do. We have three police officers here. So
Oh, you
feel
do?
free.
Can you tell them that he's following women?
I think he's with you.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
You don't just assign men to women because that's misogynistic and disgusting. You
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah. He's
You
following
hear
you
me?
around with a camera, and you guys are clearly not bothered by it. So
I didn't know he was doing that. I'm disabled. Libby, we can join this.
That's the stupidest response. I love it.
Singing resistance, come on. Did you call the police?
Are we gonna stand?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
These signs have to go away.
Why?
They have to. Let's go.
No,
Come on, guys.
we're not moving anywhere.
Can I have your attention, please? We have some people that want to do their own
Come on,
thing,
homie, say it with your chest.
and the singing resistance.
I don't
is
consent
comfortable
to you
with
being
that.
this close to my
So
body.
we're going to start with Maria Kinter when she's ready.
Oh, don't get too close to my boobs and stuff, though. I am a woman.
Can everyone hear me?
Please ignore them. Don't get close to them because that's how we got an arrest in Sanford. Just don't go anywhere close to them.
You guys have been arrested?
The community is not happy. We don't have adequate representatives. We don't have it in Congress. We don't have it in the community. We don't have adequate people to speak for the community members because we don't have community members who are organizing.
What does any of this mean?
Active and who are here with us today.
You're a short little thing, aren't you?
I am. So are you.
Libby, it's weird that they all agreed with these signs before they thought we were different
Yeah,
people.
that is weird.
Yeah, they agreed with these signs before.
No, we all disagreed with that.
Oh, no, you
Everybody
didn't.
disagreed with that.
No, you
Everybody
didn't.
You don't know everybody here.
You know what one people did agree with? This one.
Penn and Teller did a bit where they went to a protest and got people to sign a petition to ban water. I'm not surprised by that whatsoever.
Who's next?
I'm next. I'm next. Libby's next.
Zach, you ready?
Libby's next on the list.
Actually, you are not next. That's me. Thank
Yes,
you.
I'm next. Oh, are you mansplaining right now?
Watch out, she's gay. She touches you because she's gay.
How does it
Oh.
I love the idea they were like, yeah, we have 3 police officers here. So far, it doesn't seem those police officers have done shit, so...
She touched me. She said, I'm gay. I said, all right.
Is that sexual assault?
I
Because you're
think,
a
I don't
trans
know.
woman.
That was weird.
I'm from rural Seminole County, so where her sign at, I already know that's the sign of a hater.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
I don't
We are
understand.
here about working families. We are
Don't hate
here
at all.
about immigrant rights. We are here about voting rights.
That's right.
We are here about changing where we are during these extreme times in Seminole County, in the state of Florida, and in the United States of America.
Yeah, what?
Zestiness in his voice aside, that was a better speech than what the broad gave like 2-3 minutes ago. That was a more coherent, better delivered speech than what she was saying.
Let them all
So
in
I just
across the
came out to tell
border.
y'all something. Embrace the haters, okay? Because the haters are going to energize our base.
Hell yeah!
And a lot of haters to restrict women's health care, so on and so forth. So that just means we got to do more work.
We are here. We are here with our haters. With our haters. Our love for each other will carry us through.
Not a good freestyler, though. Not a good freestyler.
We are here. We are here with our courage. With our courage.
When it comes to rights, you stand with the person whose rights are being violated, even if that person is an activist.
Maybe get a new shtick.
Oh, that is a nice picture, though. Who is that? She was defending your right to protect yourself. That's what that girl was doing.
He was gun rights.
Okay, so you like
Sweet.
Caitlin Bennett.
And
No, I wouldn't go that far.
You don't know my.
You like to dance with this sign, don't you? Are you dancing for this sign?
Look my life.
Yeah, you are Cole Allen. Do you identify with him?
I don't even see you.
Wow.
If you don't see her, then how are you? You know what? Not even gonna question it.
I mean, you could denounce this sign.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Do you denounce that sign? Do you think
You know, in some states, I don't know where this one is, but in some states, that could be considered an assault. Coughing on her like that can actually, cop an assault charge.
what Cole Allen did was good? I'm gonna take that as a.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know
You just
didn't.
hit me.
No,
I was. You interrupted my dance routine.
You just hit me.
You interrupted my dance routine with your hand. I was dancing and you walked right in front of it. I'm so sorry.
You do
back up. I'm dancing here.
You do like him, don't
should
you?
dance up. I don't know who that is.
Thank you.
You should
Okay.
look out.
Cole,
I'm dancing here.
Cole Allen. I'll explain it to you. Cole Allen was the man who sprinted through the security.
All over social media, people who don't care about this.
People don't care about Cole Allen, the guy who attempted to assassinate Donald
I
Trump?
will say, that gal made me real proud about my dancing ability. I'm no dancer, right? I'm no dancer. I'm way too white to dance. But when I watch her, I feel pretty fucking good about myself. I feel real Chris Brownish. To be fair, I feel like Chris Brown quite frequently. Not necessarily because of dancing, because I like to hit women. But like, in the dancing department, she made me feel good about myself.
Care about that? You don't
Can
care?
you denounce assassination
You didn't say
attempts?
that's bad. Oh my goodness.
That's assuming it was.
It wasn't an assassination attempt. Him shooting an officer and having knives on him sprinting through security, that's not an assassination attempt?
That does not surprise me, Janice.
Did he shoot an officer?
That's like your opinion.
Did he shoot an officer? That's a
like
fact.
your opinion.
Do a fact that he
you
shot an
denounce
officer.
those actions?
I don't believe everything I see in here.
What's your
You
sign
didn't have to tell us that.
say? Trump, tariff, tax?
You don't need to talk to them.
Your
Just remember, you don't need to
right-wing
talk to them.
MAGA Cletus is going to not realize that. So it
War
doesn't matter to
Wizard,
them.
you're an idiot. As if I would be dumb enough to leave bruises. I know to hit women with an open hand.
Sir, why did you spell taxes wrong?
Don't forget that they just don't have parents that love them. They don't have parents that love them. So,
So
don't talk
I'm
to them.
not going to mess with the
They
sign.
want hugs.
What's it say? Trump, tariff, tax. Taxes.
And you know
You
what?
talk to them.
You can go that way now.
They like.
Can you tell me what you mean by that?
You can go that way now.
and
Now,
their
what I
parents
mean by
don't
that.
hug them, so they need clicks.
I was just wondering if you could explain it to me. Eat the rich, we have the same shirt on.
Go. Go.
They really like to get clicks, and that's why they're doing that.
If you cared about him, you would have fixed his sign and spell checked for him.
Unfortunately, these people don't have anything better to do.
That's rich. These people don't have anything better to do when your jobless asses are out here with this 13-person protest. Holy fuck.
And their mommy and daddy don't take care of them, so they need.
You could have at least spell checked for him, ma'am. I know you guys saw this sign. Why does it matter? It matters if you're coming out here and holding up signs that they're spelled correctly. I do think that matters.
What a pussy. He's the one that gets ran off. They're like, these two are quote harassing him. They can't do anything to make him leave, so they send him away. This is amazing.
Almost lost my.
And on that note, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Go follow Caitlin with a C at
That's right. White squirrel magic, not to be confused with white girl magic, not to be confused with black girl magic. It's white squirrel as in the animal.
It'll be
magic.
right up there on the screen. Oh wait, you also have another alter ego.
I do. Not Miss Rachel. Hi, friends.
Okay, this part, that was cringe.
Today we're learning about Cole Allen. Yay! The
shooter.
Yeah, you're probably correct, Edmund. This protest doesn't have near enough paid protesters to be sponsored by Soros.
Hero, he sprints through security to unalive the president. Yay!
And that was that. Yeah, that's your just average leftist. Well, I want to call it a protest, but I don't even know what they were protesting. I don't know what the point of that rally even was. It was just a bunch of people in a park talking about how much they love Muslims. So make sure to give the video a like. That was kind of amazing. Is seeing one of her gimmicks. I don't know who that individual is. I just thought it'd be funny to show off what these leftist protests are like. But really, that was just the appetizer for, shitting all over Islam. Is fair criticism of Islam Islamophobia. UK government guidance is nonsense. Now, I don't know if there's any new, like, law or rule that's gone on in the UK in terms of, you know, protecting these termites. But there's no such thing as unfair criticism of Islam. I've never once heard unfair criticism of the religion that lets you, rape 9-year-old girls.
I wanted to check, so this one we can check very quickly because I want to see if it's true. So I was having a look at X earlier on. You'll be like, why would you do that to yourself? But hey, man X has become a situation. But I found a link to this article, and I wanted to have a look at it very quickly before we jump into another video. So apparently the UK is pushing for some new definitions and redefinitions of some terms. So as we read in the headline, this is from Middle East Eye, whatever it is. And we're told the UK government unveils new definition of anti-Muslim
Alright, Fab.
hatred.
Are you familiar with this? What is the new definition of anti-Muslim hatred? Because last I checked, motherfuckers were getting arrested for eating bacon in front of mosques. For eating bacon in front of a mosque. I mean, I don't know how you can get much more retarded than that.
So, we all know that already the term Islamophobia has been used in a way that it's kind of complicated in the sense that anything is Islamophobic at this point, and we know that it's so interesting whenever you present a critique of Islam, even if it's a fair critique, you're told you're racist. Well, apparently, it seems like that at the legal level,
by the way, makes no sense.
This checks out.
First of all, let's just cut this. You can be of any race and be a Muslim. You can be of any race and be fucking retarded. So fair criticism of Islam or not. Again, all criticisms of Islam are fair because it is a dog shit religion. But that doesn't make you racist because it's a religion.
The UK government is creating a new definition. That new definition, this can be very dangerous. And already, you know, if you live in the UK right now, my heart goes to you because of the sort of nonsense you have to deal with when it comes to your freedom of speech or lack thereof.
I'm really glad he prefaced it with lack thereof. It's like, 'cause they don't have freedom of speech.
They change definitions? Well, I don't want to speak too soon. Let's see. Steve Reed tells House of Commons the new definition will extend to those who are perceived to be Muslims. Okay. The UK government has introduced a new definition of anti-Muslim hate after months of consultation and controversy surrounding the process. I wonder why they focus so much on anti-Muslim sentiment, but I never hear them say anything about anti-Christian sentiment.
Because Christians don't vote for your retarded left-wing ideology.
Commons on Monday, Community Secretary Steve Reed unveiled the plan to
Fab,
Parliament.
you guys have a council of Muslims? That's a real thing. You actually have a council of Muslims? Islam is a man's religion if you think about it. 72 virgins for eternity when you die, while women do nothing but enjoy the paradise of serving men. I don't know that I would consider that. I would consider a man's religion any religion that, endorses monogamy.
Parliamentarians. Let's see. Open quotes. Religious hate crimes targeted at Muslims are also at record levels, with almost half of these crimes targeted towards the Muslim community, and many living in fear that they will be targeted because of how they look or assumptions over where
you
they
absolutely
come
be
from.
targeted over how you look. Because if you're walking around town in a fucking turban and shit, there's a good chance that you look like you rape 9-year-old girls. Needless to say, that judgment is justified.
Reid said in the House of Commons. Now, it goes without saying that if you're one of those Muslims that go around with a machete, that go around and are violent, that are full of hate, you deserve it. You deserve all of it. You deserve to be kicked out of the West. With that being said, if you are a Muslim who is just, you're minding your own business, you don't hate anyone, that's your tradition.
Doesn't matter. That culture is incompatible with the West. Nope, Metatron too soft here. That culture is incompatible with the West. You guys have a culture in the Middle East, and y'all been cutting each other's fucking heads off because you can't agree between what version of Islam is correct for like 3,000 fucking years now. There's no such thing as Muslim that minds his own business or whatnot. No, you're not going to go into the UK or Australia or America or Germany or any European or Western nation and fit into the culture. And if your culture was so great, then why are you here? Why didn't you stay in Iran? Why didn't you stay in Saudi Arabia? Why didn't you stay in Jordan?
And you are in a country legally. We need to discuss about how many legals are allowed.
Muslims don't wear turbans. What the fuck ever. Point is, who gives a fuck? And yes, you are correct, Fab. They're incompatible with the rest of the world.
But let's say he's one of those. He's actually contributing to society. These people exist. Let's not pretend they don't. If you are afraid that someone is going to think you're one of the crazy ones, but you're just a normal person, I do feel for these people. Problem, though, is that in a lot of the times when it comes to these kind of legal redefinitions of what can be considered a hate crime, it's a problem. Because apparently now in the UK, it is a hate crime to fly the flag of your own country. So, I don't know, man. When you tell me, oh, there is so much religious hate, define it. I want to know what you are calling a hate crime. I don't for a second believe that anything the UK and the British government considers a hate crime, I would call a hate crime. And a lot of the times it's something I would call common sense,
I agree
if
with
not
that,
self-preservation. Now, yes, some crimes can be hateful. Does it make sense to call them hate crimes legally and give them incremental punishment due to the connection to religion?
No, hate crime should be banned. There's no such thing as a hate crime. Like, let's say you murder a black dude. It doesn't really matter if you murder him because he's black or not. Murder's already illegal. Adding a fucking multiplier just because, oh, you killed the dude because he was black, that's retarded. Murder's a crime no matter what. Espiritu 2 with a 2-banger says base, Leon, is base. I will take a tautology like that any day of the week. Thank you, Espiritu 2.
That's how you want to run your country, but then I would tell you, at least be fair and do the same thing when they scream stuff at Christians. But they don't.
To be fair, when they scream stuff at Christians, it's usually followed by an explosion with a bomb strapped to their chest.
Act, but cannot tackle something that has not been defined, they say. Well, it looks like you freaking incarcerated, how many was it? 12,000, or is it up to 15,000 now? The people that have been incarcerated, or at least have been arrested or detained in the UK because of what they said on a social media platform. Seems like it's working out very well for you, Starmer. The government is taking the historic step of adopting a non-statutory definition of anti-Muslim hostility.
Sevi, you're the lawyer. The fuck does that mean? A non-statutory definition.
Makes it clear what is an unprecedented prejudice, discrimination and hatred directed at Muslims or those perceived to be Muslim. Reid stressed that the definition did not contravene free speech protections. Well, I mean, it's a parliamentary, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Whatever. Or prevent criticism of Islam.
Then give me one thing you can criticize about Islam that doesn't get you thrown in jail in the UK. Give me one. Again, if you can get thrown in jail for eating fucking bacon in front of a mosque, not even a mosque, by the way, the construction of a mosque. It wasn't, he didn't get thrown in jail for eating bacon in front of a mosque. He got thrown in jail for eating bacon in front of an under construction mosque. Sorry, tell me any sort of criticism of Islam that is legal. It means it's an interpretation of a definition of a term that was not defined by statute. Instead, it was defined by other sources, which may or may not be a court. That was so many words. Let's try this again. It means it's an interpretation of a definition of a term that is not defined by a statute. Okay, gotcha. I understand what that means now. Thank you.
Well, we'll see. Because in my experience, while they may say this, the reality is that anything you say about Islam is immediately labeled as, oh, Islamophobic. Islamophobia. But that, immediately. Is it really that much of a strange step to now me think that probably they're going to do that with this too? Government guidance accompanying the account noted that the ridiculing as well. Come on, are you joking? They constantly ridicule the Christian religion.
Not even the Christian religion. They ridicule secularism, which, mind you, I'm no fucking fan of secularism. I think that secularism is the lead to the downfall of any sort of nation. Look at what happened to the USSR. But it's not even ridiculing religion. Fucking Muslims ridicule secularism. They ridicule anything that is not Islam.
Yet you never did anything about it. Insulting people, swear, streamers. So you got, okay, you need to give this one to me, okay? People, streamers, constantly use blasphemy against Jesus, blasphemy against the Christian God. Sometimes I can't even watch a freaking streamer playing a game without having to be like, oh my gosh, could he not avoid that? But I don't say anything because, I mean, it's his account. If it's my problem,
as a Protestant, I'm not going to stop telling Catholics they're wrong. While I do think that Catholics are wrong about a lot of shit, I also ain't going to give a lot of good credence to the Protestants as well for some of what I've seen happening in the U.S. nowadays.
Yes.
Basically, keep fighting.
It's not like
here's the dealio. Catholics and Protestants aren't out there cutting each other's fucking heads off, unlike the Shiites and the Sunnis. So we're a more sophisticated, civilized version of combative with one another.
When I make it into law, the streamers cannot say Jesus now, or they can't attach the F word to the name of the one God I worship. I'm not going to do that. But apparently, they're going to do it with Islam. How is that fair? Ridiculing or insulting a religion or belief, including Islam, or portraying it in a manner that some of its adherents might find disrespectful or scandalous.
So what they might subjectively find disrespectful. So if I was to say something that is accurate to the book, such as Muhammad took a 9-year-old bride, that's in your book. But if you find that disrespectful or scandalous, I can go to jail for that. Basically, jail for facts.
Remains protected expression. Oh, okay. So that's going to remain protected expression, right? Okay. The new definition consists of 3 paragraphs alongside a longer document published at the government website. It states, let's see, anti-Muslim hostility is intentionally engaging in...
Anti-Muslim hostility is intentionally engaging in... I see a whole lot of other words. We don't need other words. We just have to have the 2 more words. Based behavior. Anti-Muslim hostility is intentionally engaging in based behavior. Bingo, bango, bongo, we done. Close the fucking book.
Assisting or encouraging criminal acts. Okay, so if you're encouraging criminal acts, although then again, we need to define what's criminal in your country, because in England it is criminal to say something that wouldn't be criminal here. And I stand with the US when it comes to that. Let's see. Acts of violence, 100% I agree. Acts of violence are not protected speech.
Nope, I still disagree. Acts of violence are already illegal. You don't need any special additional laws for fucking Muslims. Acts of violence are already illegal.
Yes. Vandalism.
Already illegal.
Agreed. Harassment.
Bullshit and subjective should not be in here.
We'll have to define it, but generally speaking. Intimidation.
Bullshit, subjective, doesn't need to be in here.
Yeah, of course. Whether physical, verbal, written, or electronically communicated. Yeah, if I send you a message and I'll tell you I'm coming, I'll crack your skull, you filthy. Yeah, I get it. Sure. But is that, how is this?
But again, that's a threat of violence. That's sending someone a text message saying, I'll crack your skull, you filthy termite. That's a threat of violence. That doesn't have to do anything to do with the religion. Why is there a religious component to it?
I mean, it's already legal. It is already illegal.
There we go.
Threaten someone, whether physically, verbally, or in written or electronic form. It is already legal to perform any forms of act of violence. It is already illegal. You should remind BLM people, or the people that were burning Teslas, it's already illegal to do any form of vandalism. So why do you have to add it into law that this specifically addresses Muslims? If someone goes to a Muslim mosque and burns it to the ground, they will be arrested. It's not like we need this, otherwise, we can't.
I was actually going to bring that up, Jack Spore. Yes, the woman in the UK was arrested because the person that raped her, she called him a faggot in text, and she got arrested. Now, I don't think he raped her, actually. He beat her. I do want to get the facts straight. Assuming I'm remembering the case correctly, he beat her physically, and she called him a faggot. But yes, the point remains the same.
Touch them. So this is strange to me. There is something else. There is something else they're trying to do. Directed at Muslims because of their religion, or at those who are perceived to be Muslims, including where their perception is based on assumption about ethnicity, race, or appearance. So
like what humans do every day? Well, yeah, based on ethnicity, race, or appearance. If I'm a white dude and I'm walking around with a shirt that says God is good, Christ is king, would you not assume based on my appearance that I'm a fucking Christian? Like the assumptions that humans make every single day. If I see someone with the turn signal on, should I assume they're turning or changing lanes? Yeah, judgments based on appearance are kind of how we live our lives because we are visual fucking creatures.
It is also the prejudicial stereotyping of Muslims or people perceived to be Muslim, including because of their ethnic or racial backgrounds or their appearance, and treating them as a collective group defined by fixed and negative characteristics with...
They are a collective group. Anybody who is a part of any organized religion is part of a collective group. Like definitionally, they are a collective.
The intention of encouraging hatred against them, irrespective of the actual opinions, beliefs, or actions as individuals. This is, okay, so that's what's actually going to be used to enforce this. Because this is already all illegal. There is nothing changing here. But this is weird. Stereotyping in the country at a systemic level. All forms of stereotyping against white people, Europeans, and native Britons is not only encouraged, pushed by the media, but strongly supported by academic circles that tell you Vikings were not white, they were in fact Muslim. Well, that's a wrong stereotype. What are we going to do about that? Are we going to support the rights of pagans?
Pagans don't deserve rights. No, we're not going to support the rights of pagans. Pagans aren't real.
So in a country where that's already happening, what defines prejudice? It is a common strategy. Mix something reasonable with something unreasonable. Absolutely. This is reasonable. Although then again,
No, it's not. I highly disagree. That is not reasonable. Like, when you say acts of violence, vandalism, all right, those are reasonable because those are already laws. Harassment, subjective and bullshit. Intimidation, subjective and bullshit. Neither of those are reasonable. And even if they were reasonable in terms of the letter of the law, then they don't need to be attached to any specific religion.
It's redundant because you don't need to add anti-Muslim. Everything else is already legal. It's redundant, but we agree with
there we
this.
go.
But this, who says the stereotype? What does it mean? So maybe I'm uninformed, and I'm going to say something, and then it's incorrect. You are going to waste resources when it comes to authorities to come and arrest me while there are gangs that are actually raping people and that are attacking your local population. This is insane. Or people perceived, okay, let's see this one. It is engaging in unlawful discrimination.
Western culture is based on Christian values. If you don't support those cultures, then you should not be part of Western culture. Facts. Not even going to agree. Or not even going to add on that any further. That's just factually correct.
Well, then you can arrest all of the anti-whites. Go for it. At this point, I'm going to say, okay, go for it. What is unlawful discrimination? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I hope it doesn't pass. Unlawful discrimination. Discrimination cannot be unlawful. Because otherwise, when there is a black person and they're like, you know what? I prefer this restaurant run by black people because I feel like I'm one of them. They're one of me. They understand my culture. We talk about things that other people don't. So I want to go to this restaurant and I do not want to go to the other restaurant that is right in front of it because it's run by British people.
And to be fair, that's a mostly good comparison. I'm gonna add some addendums to that. As a white person, I would actually agree with the darkie here. I would agree with the black dude. Because if I see black-owned business or white-owned British business in the restaurants, I'm going to the black one every time. Black people know how to season their food. Brits don't.
And I don't like them. That's legal. That's perfectly legal. And if anything, people like this would encourage it. Oh, yeah, more power to you. Absolutely. Black people. Fantastic. But then if a British person says it, a native English person says it, hey, I don't want to hang out with, I don't understand them. They speak to each other in a language I don't understand. I feel like they don't like me. I want to go to this other patriot-run restaurant. No, that's going to be considered unlawful discrimination. This is awful. Where the relevant conduct, including the creation or use of practices and biases within institutions, and once again, you can redo the entire substrata of the current university system, which is extremely anti-white and anti-European, that's a fact, is intended to disadvantage Muslims in public and economic life.
What about a black British person? It depends on how they were raised. If they're a black British person and they were, like, raised by white British people, nah, they probably got a white British person palate. They're wrong. But if they're a black Brit that's like, grown up with black parents and things like that know how to season. Point is, again, we're talking about back to making judgment calls earlier based on previous assumptions. I'm going to assume statistically that the black dude probably knows more about seasoning food than the white dude when it comes to being in the UK.
Yeah, see, economic life. So if you don't want to go to a
if you're a multi-generational black British person, you'd probably still eat bananas and toast. And let me tell you, bananas and toast probably still going to have more seasoning and flavor than boiled chicken.
Muslim-run business, they're going to make it illegal if they catch you. The government said the definition took inspiration from the controversial International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance definition of...
Wait, so they took inspiration from the people that are like, hey, killing Jews is bad, when Muslims fucking love killing Jews? That's true. Black people aren't ethnically British. That's also a good point, Fab. But wait, you're basing your rules about the Muslims on the Jews when the Muslims love killing Jews. What is happening here?
Of anti-Semitism, which adopted in 2016. I'm not sure that the definition of anti-Semitism will be taken as something to emulate, since people use anti-Semitism for anything these days. Like, you can't criticize anything immediately anti-Semitic. No, to be anti-Semitic, it needs to be racial. Otherwise, you're just using the card. It's basically the same thing that black people use sometimes when they're like, oh, that's racist. You don't want to buy my CD, that's racist. No, it's not racist.
Here's the dealio. I think as Christians, it is in our best interest to kind of just kick back, throw our feet up, and let the Jews and the Muslims sort this out themselves. Like, to me, this would be a problem that solves itself if we just removed ourselves from the equation and just sort of let them go all out.
Racist, I just don't like your music. It's not.
There are certain left-wing Jews that support Muslims, believe it or not. That's a thing here in America as well, Fab. That's a thing here in America as well. Most Jews are left-leaning and support all this, pro-Muslim rhetoric and whatnot, because they're equally as retarded. That's not just unique to the UK Jews.
Racist. The definition, however, does not include any reference to race, doesn't it? Which Middle East, I understands, was a contentious issue within the working groups of experts who worked on defining anti-Muslim hatred.
Oh, yes. I'm sure they were truly experts.
Right. He added that the government planned to appoint an anti-Muslim hate tsar, similar to the anti-Semitism tsar already in place. What on earth is that? Critics of the new definition, however, have raised questions on whether it goes far enough to address structural Islamophobia. Also,
I had hope for a moment. Critics of the new definition. I was like, oh, okay, so critics. And then these critics are saying, this isn't good enough. We need to be more draconian.
It's not enough for them. Oh, my God. Ooh. There is a way to cure perceived Islamophobia. It's easy. Stop.
Yeah. The way to cure perceived Islamophobia is to not let Muslims into your country.
Defending those Islamist extremists that blow up places and attack people and start kicking out the illegals. And also when they are legal, like they did in Italy, when they are legal, but they make sermons, or whatever the heck they're called in Islam, and they say, infidels should be beheaded, kick them out, and then the population is going to relax a little bit on the Islamophobia. I can promise you that. Incarcerate the ones that commit crime.
The beheadings will continue until morale improves.
And create a strong board.
Edmund Weber says left right is fairly new concept for me. Is left always liberal, right always conservative? In the U.S., yes, the U.S. is actually a little backwards. In most other countries, liberal is right leaning, and then whatever they've got different definitions and whatnot depending on whether you're in like Japan, Australia, things like that. So in the U.S. though, the left is usually liberal, the right is usually conservative, or at least that's the way they want to portray themselves. That's not actually always how they are in practice, but terminology speaking, yes.
That is legally organized when it comes to people that can actually contribute to society, and then stop doing these kind of, if you mention anything against Muslims, I'm going to put you in prison, but you can say whatever you want against Christians. I can assure you that then the Islamophobia is going to reduce like this. It's going to go down. And whether resources will be committed to enforcement and monitoring. Yeah, do that. That sounds a great idea while your own British people are struggling to reach the end of the month. The Muslim Council of Britain. I'm sorry, what?
And here's the dealio, Fab. Here's the dealio. Not anyone can be British. Not anyone. If you pronounce the letter R at the end of words, you can't be British. If you add the letter U unnecessarily to words, you can't be British. If you don't drink your tea hot, you can't be British. I just went outside and did some Mexican stuff. What I missed? We're making fun of Muslims now.
The Muslim Council of Britain, which serves as the UK's largest Muslim umbrella body, criticized the definition.
You weren't joking, Fab. The Muslim Council of Britain. You literally said earlier, like, yeah, we have ourselves a council of elder Muslims. It's literally called the Muslim Council of Britain. This sounds like some Crusades shit, like some Arthurian legend, but for the sand people, the Dune Coons shit.
No, not even the Muslims liked it, and said it was effectively shut out of discussions related to defining the term. Yes.
I mean, it's hard for you guys to be involved in discussions defining the term when you don't speak the language.
So they want to be included. They're like, no, we get to say the government's working definition of Islamophobia, which has renamed anti-Muslim hostility. So they changed the name now. Appears to be a diminished version of the recommended by the government's own independent working group last year. Wow.
Read that name, boys. Wajid Akhtar. Wajid Akhtar, the Secretary General of the MCB.
Wow. Man, I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like. The Prophet, given the
let's take a quick look real quick. Let's do a quick little gander of our buddy. All right, Wakid. What was his name? Hold on. It's WAJID AKHTER. Yep. I will say his hair's better than I expected it to be. His hair's definitely better than I expected it to be. All the rest pretty much what I pictured, though. All the rest pretty much what I pictured.
Concerns about dilution, the motivation of some of those driving the dilution, the lack of transparency, meaning engagement, the grassroots community representative throughout the process and the needs, blah, blah, blah. Okay. The definition comes after months of consultation. That's all taxpayer money. All of it.
I would like to say, Fab, thank you. And any other Brits watching, but I know Fab's British. So Fab, thank you for donating to me. When you know good goddamn well that your other tax dollars are going to gay shit like this.
You go to the pub, work every day, then at the end of the month you go, not at the end of the month, the end of the year you do your tax return, give the money to the government, and then it gives to these people to do 5 months of consultation of how much Islamophobic you are, Tom, a member of the government's working group on money. This is insane. UK Islam.
Look at that. See, this guy looks like a Brit. This guy, this is what I imagine when I think of British. White, old, stuffy looking, doesn't season his food. I would need to see him smile. I need to see them pearly whites and see if he's got bad teeth. But if you tell me, yo, Leon, what do you think of when you think of a British person? It's usually Timu Liam Leeson right here.
Islamophobia definition to protect right to insult religions. Okay. You know, being an asshole isn't illegal, by the way, which is why, as a Christian man, I would never incarcerate nor push for the incarceration or the proliferation of anti-Christian hatred laws within the West. Not what defines the West is precisely the freedom to say ugly stuff, as long as there isn't like a threat, or there isn't like a defamation, or there isn't like a call to violence and that kind of stuff.
What's the obsession with seasoning food? Not all food needs to be seasoned. Fab, that is the most white thing you've ever said. That Liam is Irish, whatever. UK, United Kingdom, they're all the fucking same. Anyway, what is the obsession with seasoning food? Not all food needs to be seasoned. First of all, yes, it does. All food needs to be seasoned. I cannot think of a single food on this planet that does not need some sort of seasoning. It's not only white, it's British white. Yeah, that is some British white shit right there, fam.
But people can say it, and I can block them, right? Because that's what I'm going to do. Before then...
Sev, cereal is seasoned. Cereal, the reason you don't need to season cereal is because when you purchase cereal, it's already pre-seasoned, but it is in fact seasoned.
Anyone says, what about freedom of speech in your...
Ice is not food, Sevi. Ice are the people that are going to come pick you up if you keep arguing with me.
Platform, yeah, I'm not the government, mate. So, like, it's the same situation as if someone is out in the street and they are saying stuff, unless they're not, like, completely disrupting the order... But if they're saying stuff, want to say whatever you want. You want to scream out, Christians are awful, fine. Yeah, say it. I don't care. Again, streamers do it all the time. Sometimes just switch stream. I don't even go in the comments to shame them.
Meat does need seasoning. Meat absolutely needs seasoning. Salt and pepper. And you know, garlic. Salt, pepper, and garlic. But the very least salt and pepper. Usually garlic. Cheese is an interesting one. Cheese is an interesting one, because you're right. While cheese does not necessarily need seasoning, you don't usually eat cheese by itself. You add cheese to things that are already seasoned. Yeah, cheese kind of is a seasoning. Exactly. Lettuce needs to be seasoned? Yeah, yeah, salt on lettuce. Salt on lettuce.
There, you know, because it's his freaking platform. If he wants to do that, he can do it, and I can choose another streamer. Right? Maybe I'm not going to become a mem.
No, you can eat cheese by itself, and eating cheese by itself is fine. I do that as well. But, like, that's not necessarily a meal. Like, you don't sit there and just be like, alrighty, it's dinner time. Let's break out the wheel of cheddar, and that's my whole meal.
But I'm not going to become a Twitch subscriber if you do that. Right? But I'm not going to... It's similar to the situation that happens... Think of it this way. Someone
and War Wizard's correct. The best cheeses do have seasoning.
Insulting you and writing things specifically to make your entire day awful. Block them. Block them. And it has nothing to do with freedom of speech. If the same person I just mentioned happens to be a guest in my house, let's say you're...
I'm going to be that guy. Fruit. Actually, I appreciate you being that guy. So here's the dealio. Fruit has natural sugars that are very potent, so that can... be used kind of like you can look at that as like its own kind of internal seasoning. If you are cooking fruit, though, yes, you do season it. Yeah, you're going to season fruit if you're cooking it, whether it be a little bit of cinnamon. There's some fruit that you can pair well with salt. Like people put salt on just raw watermelon.
House, and they start insulting your wife. Are you going to be like, well, it's their freedom of speech? No, you're going to kick him out of the house because that's your property, and that's totally fine.
Based, correct.
Freedom of speech, but people these days haven't got a clue what freedom of speech is. Am I right? Elmo has this message to convey Fomenka is not accepted by the Muppets. Exactly. For a moment when you said Elmo, I thought you were talking about Evil Deer. Oh, God, why does this council even exist? Yeah, I agree. 100%. Let's move to the next one, my friend.
And there you have it, boys. There you have it. That is Metatron on the new criticism of Islamophobia rules. There's the link. Make sure you give it a like. That was just... Look, let's be real. Islam is a dog shit religion. Islam's gross. Islam sucks. It's a dog shit religion, and it needs to be criticized. There's no room for Islam in the Western world. There's no room for Islam in the Western world. Fab for a 5-banger. Oh, hush, Leon. Now you're being weird. Then again, you're an American. Americans are weird with their food as well as their spelling. Oh, you son of a bitch. First of all, I'm an Epicurean. I think Americans also don't often go far enough with their seasonings. I think Americans often don't go far enough with their seasonings. All right? You all know how much I don't like giving credit to the French, because I hate the French. I'm a xenophobe when it comes to the French. But I definitely do think that there's one thing they're decent, okay enough at. It's their culinary skills. Metatron's criticisms in seasoning? Agreed. Agreed. I can't believe this broad out here just made me fucking agree with the French on something. That's some criminal shit. Alrighty. Where'd it go? I had something else that I wanted to react to. Ah, right. So I was still on vacation when this video dropped. I was still on vacation when this video dropped. We're kind of cooked. But Asmongold, we're kind of cooked.
By the way,
War Wizard for a 2-banger. Brit's still mad we seasoned their tea with salt. I need to edit that video today. Yeah, I need to edit my, okay. Thanks for reminding me of something, War Wizard. I appreciate you.
remember what I've always said. Approximately 50 violent groups or gangs in Oakland with an active membership between 1,000 and 1,200 people, which represented just 0.3% of the population.
Alrighty, guys. Say our favorite 2 words. Say our favorite 2 words. 1,000, 1,200 people represented 0.3% of the population. I want to see it spammed in chat. I know someone's going to be the first to do it. I like Asma. I find it funny that he thinks he's edgy and cover edgy politics. I don't think he thinks he's edgy at all. Free head? Nope. 13%. 50% bingo, bango, bongo. 1360. What's our favorite 2 words? There you go. Matt got it. Per capita. Per capita. Let's go.
We're responsible for up to 85% of the city's homicides.
Black people aren't going to like this video.
Yes, the usual suspects. Exactly. It's 0.3%. Just get rid of them. I know. This is what we have to deal with. This is it. Isn't it insane? Oakland has a population of 450,000 people. It's a blessed geographic location. There's almost nowhere allow year-round temperatures around the low 70s, notoriously a crime-ridden hellhole. 90% of crime is committed by about 1,200.
450,000 people. It's almost the same 1,200 black people every fucking time. I'm sure you got a smattering of other races in there. Couple of whites, a few Mexicans, whatever. But this is all black people, let's be real. Catch you later. Wait.
1,200.
Wananome. Catch you later.
People causing all of the problems. Can you get rid of them? No. Can't do that. And yeah, Oakland could make crime vanish
gotcha,
by making these people
Thank
vanish into a prison or whatever. Instead, Oakland elects progressive mayors and prosecutors who keep these people on the streets, keep encampments in the parks, and provide no remedy for rampant property crime disorder, and keep spending hundreds of thousands of public dollars in social services and criminal justice expenditures every year for these individuals who are nothing but detrimental and will never be anything else.
Put them in the box. You put them in the box.
Man. They fucked up Oakland. Cali is doomed. Yeah, I guess so. And Oakland's always had this issue in gang-related problems, and it always will until somebody wants to solve it.
Nobody wants to solve it, though. Nobody wants to solve it. Why? You can't get your new world liberal hive mind order with the modern social conditioning where people live in the pods and eat the bugs and are happy if you solve this problem.
My son, 6 years old, was prohibited from sitting next to his friend on the school bus because a parent objected to my perspectives on book challenges. My older son's history teacher allowed...
This woman's 6-year-old son expressed conservative values in his classroom. The teacher created a certificate for him that said, most likely to become a dictator, and presented it to him in front of his entire class while classmates called him Nazi-phile. This school needs to be shut down. This entire school needs to be shut down. We need to do to this school what trans people are doing to schools. Obviously not to the kids and whatnot, like to the building itself.
Students to label him a Nazi-phile simply for his interest in history and participation in ROTC. She later nominated my son as the most likely to become a dictator and had his classmates vote on it and try to force him to the front of the class to receive the certificate, which he rightly refused. All because of his conservative values.
What is... Oh, she's got the paper.
How dare they compliment that child?
Would I... Oh my god.
Conservative values.
It's hard to read.
Perspectives.
Thank you.
Man, that is crazy. Arrest...
State Board of Education. This shit is endorsed by the state, people.
The fucking teacher. Isn't that insane? I know. School bullying. Well, that's what they'll do. That is. It's what they'll do. I told y'all this shit's happening. I did. I told y'all this shit's happening.
I just, like, they are actively hiring teachers that give out certificates to 6-year-olds, most likely to become a dictator, while they had the class chant the phrase Nazi-phile. Now, look, we just spent the last, 30, 40 minutes shitting all over the UK. It's time to shit on America. Well, it's time to shit on California. This should not be acceptable in any way, shape, or form. How do we live in a country like this? We do need a dictator. At this point, yeah, no, we do need a dictator. We need someone to come in, shut this shit down by force of law, and if the law won't be enforced, then you send in the dudes with guns. You send in the dudes with the guns, with the body armor, and a show of force to get some shit fixed. Y'all want the streets to look like Nazi Germany? Fuck it. Let's make the streets look like Nazi Germany.
And the teachers are the problem, bro. They are a big fucking problem. And yeah, it's a huge, huge problem. Look at this.
Well, I used to believe I was owed reparations due to slavery. I believed that I couldn't be racist towards white people because I didn't have systemic power. I believed in Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, all that stuff. I believed in transgenderism.
Yeah, so basically she used to be retarded and now she's no longer retarded. At least comparatively. I mean, she's a woman, so she's still probably kind of retarded, but she's getting better. She's trying to be better.
Feminism, pretty much everything that was backwards. And now...
Did you say blackwards?
Yo, Blackwards kind of goes hard, though. Next time I see Atreus complimenting Candace Owens, I'm going to tell him he's acting Blackwards.
Yeah, that was actually a Freudian slip.
That's a crazy word. That Blackwards? Wow.
But yeah, backwards.
Okay.
And now I'm pretty much the opposite of everything. I'm not for the feminism. I'm not for the stuff. I'm not for Black Lives Matter or reparations.
What happened?
Well, I had a situation back in Chicago where I moved in an apartment and they originally told me I'd be assigned a roommate of the same gender to share a bathroom. They actually ended up...
And you know where this is going. Everybody knows.
Assigning me a transgender as a roommate, and I only found out it was a transgender because the toilet seat was being left up consistently.
You know what? You know what? That at least means this tranny was passing. That at least means this was a passing tranny. Because if she didn't find out till the toilet seat was being left up consistently, that means she didn't, with her little optical nerves, realize that's a dude.
And when I reached out to my black housing manager, she told me they weren't allowed to discriminate and I could move down the hallway to another room if I had a problem. And when she used
And let me tell you, I bet she had a fucking problem.
the word discriminate, it made me think about politics. So I started looking up just what in politics made it legal for a man to be in a woman's space. And all of a sudden I'm seeing all the evil, racist, Republican white people are the ones with common sense who don't want this weirdness going on. So I found myself voting for Trump.
Beast!
And you became a wife at 23?
I did.
After being a feminist.
Give it a couple weeks. Passing in a different way. Damn!
Your whole life.
Did.
Okay.
Man, how about that? That's crazy. And so, yep, there you go. She learned respectable. Yeah, she just looked into it like, wait a minute. Oh, what?
If she was in Section 8, he was too broke to be passing. Not necessarily. This is Chicago. I good goddamn guarantee you the state paid for all that transition and bullshit.
What's all this? She escaped? I know. You're going to have a lot of instances of this happening. You are. And hopefully there are even more of it. I think so.
No, 23 wiped up. That's how it's done, ladies. Yeah, she's actually got a really good X account. Yeah, follow her. That's, Locked with Laza, I believe is her name. I don't know I spelled it correctly. Fuck. I know I follow her. Hello, maybe it's 1C. There you go. Yeah. Locked in with Zaza. Yeah, she's actually got it's an excellent account. Follow her on X. Yeah, she's cool as fuck.
Oh, but we'll see what happens. What is this? Actually saved? Yeah.
Could you spell and pronounce your name for me?
Yeah, it's Christina with a CH, and then Maimone, M-A-I-M-O-N-E.
You have your face covered. Is there a reason for that?
Yes, because there's been a lot of really fascist responses to protesting under this administration, and we don't really know who's going to show up or what's going to happen.
Interesting. So it's cool when you do it, but when officers of the law with wives and children and families show up with their face covered, all of a sudden that is also fascism. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
So it's just a protective measure.
Yeah.
You just gave your name out. She literally just gave her name out. It's just so embarrassing. Oh, here we go. Leftist May Day ICE protesters took over a Home Depot. Why?
I mean, that one actually does make kind of sense. And they're just sitting there and they're trying to protest, like, because the previous protesters, when we were watching like the Liberty Hangout video, you know, they were all just like at a fucking park or whatever. That was retarded. At least these leftists went where they know the illegals are to protect them, which is the Home Depot. That one does make sense.
Did you go to a Home Depot?
Anti-ICE activists, take a look. They've taken over the checkout counters here at this Home Depot here in Westlake. We want to bring you in just a little closer. We're not going inside the store, but you can see that there are signs that say ICE out of the Home Depot. They've essentially stopped business here, and I want to bring in Priscilla. We were just speaking here with Priscilla. You're with...
Dude, if I were a business owner of a specific business, you want to know what I would do? I would be the CEO of Lowe's, and I would just use this as a commercial. I would just, if I was the CEO of Lowe's Hardware, I would just use this as a commercial as to why to come to Lowe's and not Home Depot.
Democratic Social...
None of these people have jobs? Yes, the job is to protest. They are paid by the Soros Foundation to do this.
...of Los Angeles. Priscilla, tell us what...
Democratic Socialists of Los Angeles. Oh, boy.
You guys are doing here.
Yeah, we are on International Workers' Day, halting for a moment, a piece of profit.
Y'all know who this looks like? Hold on, y'all know who this looks like? And I type Elliot because if I type Ellen, which is the correct way to say her name, I want to make sure I brought up the pictures where it look like a dude. So here we go. This, that. Y'all see the resemblance? You got some real Ellen Page looking features right there, just saying.
that in the end will not affect the pockets of this billionaire's profit that he's making. And we're asking for them to end collaboration with ICE. This city is of migrants, and
migrants. That's an interesting way to say criminals.
We are asking for them to stop allowing ICE in here and snatching day laborers from their parking lots and inside their stores.
And Priscilla, we know that through all of the immigration enforcement that started back in June of last year, that Home Depots have been a target for that immigration enforcement.
They say fish where the fish are.
Is that not what I said?
I know that you want more rights for day laborers. Can you talk some specifics, what you'd like to see?
Well, an end with a collaboration to ICE. Obviously, for what we're aiming for in the long run is amnesty.
Yeah, you want to bring a bunch of these people over there and ethnically replace the people that are there. That's what you want to do. It's obvious. That's why they say it. And yeah, why is she hysterical? Because that's what all these people are. They're crazy.
Why is she hysterical? Because she a woman. Y'all ever seen a woman that wasn't hysterical? Again, when me and Sev went to the Torture Museum on vacation this past fucking Friday, Saturday, whenever we went, they used to have iron masks to put women in for nagging too much. We need to bring it back, son! Bring back the iron mask that you put women in for nagging.
And these people do this. Yes, day laborers equals slaves, exactly. And Home Depot doesn't want ICE either. They want cheap labor. Yeah, well, Home Depot, the thing is, Home Depot's just selling the wood. They don't have anything to do with this. They're like, oh, what the fuck? We just sell wood, guys. We just sell wood and nails, all right? So whoever the fuck, like, y'all want to come in, it's not our problem. Amnesty is not a fix. Well, for them it is. It's definitely a fix for them because that's what their goal is. Absolutely. 100%. What's Democrats' plan for migrants overrun the country? Democrats will be eaten alive by them? Well, I think that they view that it's going to be on their side, right? Obviously. Oh, here we go. We got another one.
I'm running for United States Congress.
Yo, that voice. Like, I already knew it was trans because it said so. You know, Stephen Cooper, trans-identified male running for Congress. Like, yeah. I was still expecting a somewhat more feminine voice.
Wisconsin's 8th Congressional District. I'm showing up every day and at every event that I possibly can for you because I love the people of District 8. I want to be clear about it.
Loves the people of District 8. Looks like you should be cast as one of the aliens in District 9.
A couple things.
Bam! District 9 reference in 2026. Am I good or what?
There's some things I said online last week when I referenced a post from Minocqua Brewing Company. I did so to stand up for Kirk's.
At least someone in the chat got it. Thank you, Mad Frog. Fucking prawn? Yes. God, what an underrated movie.
First Amendment rights. I do not advocate for violence.
Yeah.
I condemn it. But I don't think that I was entirely in the wrong by saying I'll feel some relief when this president's term is over. I wasn't wishing for his death. I was wishing for him to be gone. There's a big difference. I am one of the only candidates that I've seen advocating for his impeachment on a consistent basis. I want him gone.
Took to TikTok to walk back his campaign's post depicting him shooting President Trump at a gun range.
How do I make a joke about this when it's already the funniest fucking thing that can be said? Trans-identified male running for Congress in Wisconsin's 8th District took to TikTok to walk back his campaign's post depicting him shooting President Trump at the gun range. I can't work with that. It's already perfect.
You have to go after these people. You do. Like, you've got one right here. Like, you've got to start packing these people up one at a time, every single day, going through it every single time. Yeah, you got to do it. Take this person to jail. Yep, jail time, exactly. The fact that we putting up with this is just insane. It is crazy why people put up with this shit. It's so annoying to me, too. It's obvious they're mentally unfit. I mean, you do something like that, it's beyond mentally unfit. It's that you're fucking threatening to shoot the president, right?
Yeah, but think of it. There's people that are gonna vote for this. That's even worse. Like, okay, you got the person running on a dumbass platform. Whatever. But then you've got idiots that think, yeah, no, that makes sense. This is who I want running the country. Put them in the box too. Put them in the box too. If you want to vote for a fucking Democrat, it's like, I want to raise taxes. All right, whatever. We can debate that. You're a fucking idiot because that's not how taxes should work. Because taxation is theft. But we can at least debate that. If someone looks at a dude cosplaying as a woman who was using, as part of their campaign, at a gun range, shooting at Trump targets, and they think, yeah, that seems like the smart, reasonable person I want to be part of the individuals running the free world. Put them in the box!
Kathy Griffin got canceled for shit like this? I don't want people canceled. I want put in jail.
Agreed.
Our research shows that there's some 600 groups, including the People's Forum, the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
At what point do we just drop oxymoron and just start calling them morons? Socialism, i.e. communism light, and liberation.
And the Answer Coalition, and of course, our perennial favorite, Code Pink, which is upset about absolutely everything. And as Rachel mentioned a minute ago, these people, they don't know what they're talking about, but they do know that they got, 75.
That's my point, Matt. Yes, socialism and liberation are literally antithetical to one another. Exactly.
Dollars in cash, probably, to come out and hold a sign, and they're doing a good job of it, even though
Retard never left the menu. Retard never left the menu. Only retards thought that retard ever left the menu.
Don't really know what the sign says or what it means. Of course. We're looking at, literally in the billions in terms of the amount of money that gets spent like this. And it's,
Where's
you
it
hear the
coming
left
from?
talk about dark money a lot in politics. Well, this is the darkest dark money there.
Well, where's the money?
Speaking of dark money, I loaned Treyas $20 a couple weeks ago. I need to hit him up.
If it's so dark, then why don't you just figure out where it's from?
There is. And the result of it you wind up with literally thousands of protests all around.
It's crazy how much money is being spent on astroturfing this resistance. It's insane. Soros? Well, I mean, again, like, why even put up with that? Why would you let somebody do that? Just shine a light on it. Yeah, say what it is.
The country on the same day, and you wonder why when you wake up in the morning it's like, well, I never heard anything about that, because you're not the target. They know how to target people. When you walk down the street and they say, hey, do you have, with a clipboard, and they say, do you have time for such and such rights? And then they get your email address. They're not looking to convert you or convince you of anything. They're looking to get the email address of like-minded people so that they.
I had a gal come up to me at the grocery store, outside the grocery store in the parking lot a couple weeks ago. I mean, like 3-4 weeks ago. And she asked me to sign a petition. And I was like, for what? She's like, oh, for clean water. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, yeah, we're trying to change the water, like the water cleaning, bill or how the production's done. It was something gay like that. And I was like, why? And she couldn't answer anything. She's like, well, we're out here gathering signatures. Like, I get why you're out here gathering signatures. Why do I care? First of all, you shouldn't drink water from the tap, period. I used to. It's terrible for you. Fluoride in the water. Bad. Keep bottled water. Yeah, she couldn't tell me anything about what it was. I asked her what side of the aisle is for, left, right. She's like, it doesn't matter. This is for it's a good cause no matter what. Like, that's not what I'm asking. Is this a left-wing petition? Is this a right-wing petition? And she kept trying to tell me that it didn't matter.
Can organize these things. Okay, so then the May Day strong demands: tax the rich so our families, not their fortunes, come first. No ICE, no war, no private army serving authoritarian power. Don't know what that is.
What?
Expand democracy, hands off our vote.
Expand democracy. Expand democracy probably means something like letting illegal aliens vote or people that aren't citizens. That's kind of what I would assume.
Expanding democracy is the exact opposite of what was supposed to be the intention on the founding of this country, by the way. We're not a democracy. We've never been a democracy. And the expansion of democracy is an objectively bad thing.
So they don't have kids, so what families? I think some of them do, right? And, so they arrested James Comey for posting the 8647 thing. And apparently there's a lot more.
Well, part of what the government would have to prove is intent. James Comey deleted the post the same day, and he wrote...
Well, if he deleted it, then I would imagine there's some intent there.
Quote, I didn't realize some folks associate those numbers with violence. It never...
Look, maybe it's just because I grew up a gamer, right? Maybe it's just because I grew up a gamer. I've known that to 86 someone means to kill them since I was like 9 years old. Absolute lies, absolute bullshit. And then, Alex Darby coming in with the 5 gifted Words of Paradise memberships. You absolute fucking legend. Hit Mad Frog, hit the Flatlander, Makini, Lolmagon. Awesome possum. Yo, good hits. Shout out Alex Darby, you fucking legend. This is for you, homie.
Call it whatever, but if I made $1 for each time I made a racist joke, I would actually have $0. 'Cause I'm not joking.
Based? Based? Hello?
Shout out for the 5-banger, thank you.
Occurred to me, but I oppose violence of any kind, so I took the post down. How do you prove intent, Mr. Blanche, when Mr. Comey himself said he didn't understand that some...
How do you prove intent when he said he didn't do it?
People would look at that and think about violence.
You prove intent like you always prove intent. You prove intent with witnesses. You prove intent with documents, with materials. So again, this is not just about a single Instagram post. This is about a body of evidence that the grand jury collected.
86 is a common kitchen line cook parlance for eliminate or end. Yeah, so it's not even just gamer speak. Because like I said, like play any military shooter, right? Any military game. I bet fucking Metal Gear Solid uses the term, 86 the target or whatnot. Again, I've known what that term meant since I was like 9 years old.
Over the series of about 11 months, that evidence was presented to the grand jury, and it's not the government, it's not the...
It's also mob speak, 8 miles out, 6 feet under. There you go.
Department of Justice is not Todd Blanche that returned an indictment against James Comey. It's a grand jury, part of the judicial process, and that this process has to be allowed to play out.
So they already got him locked up.
It's not fair to Mr. Comey. It's certainly not fair to the prosecutors for us to be airing your view or my view of this indictment. It's something that will be presented in court at the time set by the judge.
Well, let's delve a little deeper. Conservative.
Even if it has multiple meanings, you can have it taken into account and used as a different word. Well, I mean, like, yes, there's lots of things, there's lots of words, lots of phrases that have different meanings. But, and I know that you're not arguing with me, I'm just adding to what you're saying. But when you've got an assassination culture, when you've got 3 people who've attempted to assassinate Trump at the very least, and when you had the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and you have the words 86 that commonly mean to end, to kill, to assassinate, to eliminate, whatever it may be, yeah, even if it has other meanings, it's very obvious what meaning is going for here because of the culture that's been built around this sort of shit.
Legal scholar Jonathan Turley said, quote, this indictment is facially unconstitutional, absent some unknown new facts. Are they...
Well, don't the new facts make it probably constitutional? That's like saying that this would be illegal except for the fact that it's a police officer doing it. Like, yeah, so this looks bad because I don't know saying this looks bad because I don't know everything about it? Like, really? Oh my God.
Are you in fact saying that there are facts beyond this Instagram post that clearly establish an intent to threaten the president's life?
I've said repeatedly, this was an investigation that lasted 11 months. If the only facts that existed was the posting...
I have the drill instructor package on Call of Duty Ghosts. Arlie Ermy does say target 86. Bingo, bango, bongo. There we go. Arlie Ermy, the dude, the military voice guy. That's what everybody knows him as, is the military voice guy, says the term target 86.
Of the Instagram obviously that wouldn't have taken 11 months. And so when Mr. Turley talks about whether it's
What up,
facially
Escobino?
unconstitutional, absent unknown facts or circumstances, we will necessarily have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt at trial every element of this crime, which we're prepared to do.
Can you?
Man, I gotta tell you, I'm liking this guy. I am. I like this guy. He's actually doing shit.
Let's not jump the gun. Maybe he's doing shit.
Fucking finally, we have somebody who's actually waste of resources. It's not, because it sets an example.
Correct.
The goal is to scare everybody else who says this kind of stuff, so they don't think that it's okay to say it. That's the reason why. So the process is the punishment. The fact that you're dragging him through all of these legal loopholes, he has to go to court, he's being embarrassed constantly, they're going to subpoena more of his information and then make that public. I mean, this guy's going to be totally fucked after this. He is. And even if he doesn't go to jail, even if he's innocent, he's going to be fucked.
Well, no, he's already in jail, to my knowledge, as if he doesn't go to prison, but...
So that's that's the goal. So it's not a waste of resources when you look.
Never heard the term 86 before Trump got elected, but never used it other than but never heard it used other than to kill someone. Okay, I never heard the term 86 before Trump got elected, but after that you had never heard the term used other than to kill someone. Yeah, exactly. And again, it's a super common term. Now you said that you were from South Africa. I don't know if it's a common term there, but yes, in America, very common term. You go up to the guy up top, the way he shows everyone else. Yep, exactly.
Look at the resources that you're not going to have to spend going after everybody else. That's it. And the reason why he's trying to be violent, 86 on a live, which isn't a threat directly. It's a small incitement here, but it's only if it's politically judged. Well, hopefully they do politically judge it, because I think that's clearly what the reason is. Cincinnati, Ohio liberal judge removed from office, sentenced to 6 months in jail, dragged out of the courtroom.
I don't even know what she did, but I agree with it. All I had to hear was liberal judge. Don't even know what happened. I agree with it. Let's go.
Seconds after Judge Patrick Dinkelhocker affirmed Tracy Hunter's jail sentence, his courtroom erupted in chaos.
3, you are to do 6 months in the Hamilton County Justice Center. Credit 1 day. Mr. and Ms. Deputies can take her away.
A woman who seemed to run to Hunter's defense was quickly taken into custody. Meanwhile, Hunter fell limp in the arms of a deputy who ended up dragging the former juvenile court judge away from her outraged supporters.
Juvenile court judge acting like a fucking juvenile. You love to see it. It's like poetry. It rhymes.
That's the right kind of justice, I'll tell you that. Oh!
Liberal gay judge wanted to handcuff a lawyer, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh, I feel like I remember you talking about this, actually. Unless it was a different case, because these are all the same nowadays. We see so many of them. But yeah, I think I do remember you talking about this.
Oh, that's the right kind. I think it should be worse. Only 6 months? That's it? Only 6 months? Jesus. So finally, we got these bitches getting arrested. Holy fuck, finally. I'm so glad to see this. And how absurd, worth asking such a place and how such absurd views became mainstream. Yeah, even Elon Musk was talking about the archaeologist clip, which I'm very glad to see this. I am.
The archaeologist clip?
Here we go. Did she get disbarred, though? I don't know. She could have got longer, yeah.
We realized there was a boy on the team, and let me just say, this person is 18 years old, so he's a grown man at this point that was playing on a JV basketball game with 14 and 15-year-olds.
So you got a grown-ass man playing with 14-year-old girls, and he's trying to go into their locker room?
So
let's say he's not even trying to go into the locker room. He shouldn't be on the court with these bitches. Shouldn't even be on the court with them.
I went up and I talked to the athletic director, and I said, can you tell me if that's a boy on the team? And he said, I'm not going to, say we do not discriminate based on sexual identity.
You should. You should absolutely discriminate based on sexual identity. 100%. Let me tell you guys, as a straight dude, if I go to a lesbian bar, I'll be discriminated against based on my sexual identity or orientation or whatever. Because that's the way the world works.
And I said, well, President Trump just yesterday signed an executive order saying there's no boys or men in women's or girls sports. And he said, we do not have to follow that. We follow Washington state law and WIAA. So once that happened and I realized that Frances was sitting out, it wasn't until towards the end of the game when there was a lot that went on between...
See, this is the part that a lot of people don't understand, is that they have this fallacy that they think that if you make a...
Actually, when it comes to boys playing girls sports, as I believe it's a phallic-C
rule, and then people don't follow it, you like, well, what do we do now, right? This is the reason why I am so aggressive with the way that I think that things like this should be approached. It's because I recognize that these people only respect that form of aggression that is done to them. That's the reason why.
The time that we realized there was this boy on the team, and when she was leaving, she was so mad. She felt like she had been exposed, and it was just...
If you don't discriminate, you'll get unwanted people in positions they shouldn't be in. Bingo, bango, bongo. Discrimination is excellent. Discrimination is based. Always discriminate.
A terrible situation. She walked by and said that you're a man. She was so frustrated in the situation. And that is why she has been now charged with bullying, harassment, and intimidation for misgendering this person.
It's so easy to solve this problem.
Yeah, ban transgenderism. Ban it across the board. I used to be one of those like freedom, like, hey, if they're an adult, they can do it. Nope, not anymore. Not anymore. Even if you're an adult, ban it. If you're an adult and you're a dude and you think you're a woman, asylum, box, whatever. Just blanket ban, no more transgenderism allowed ever again, period.
It is so easy. I think that people are becoming more willing. Like, I see a lot of the comments that I'm just reading, like sentiment. I think that people are becoming a lot more willing to approach things from my perspective. I do. Now, I'm very happy to see this. It's gonna have to...
You're misgendering me. No, I'm Mr. Gendering you.
To be a lot worse, but I'm glad things are moving in that direction. It'll take off a lot of wood chippers. I wouldn't put anybody in a wood chipper. There's no reason to do that. I think you're too soft sometimes. Yeah, I am. There's a TOS on Twitch. There are some things that I can't say what my opinion on it is.
Asmongold is too soft. He's at least he recognizes that he's too soft on this shit.
I'll be honest. Like, there are a lot of things like that. But what is this? Oh, here we go.
Commit a crime, let's say, in Oregon.
Yeah. I just argue with someone, we need to stop the let adults do what they want so they don't hurt anyone attitude. And here's the dealio. By and large, I do mostly agree with that concept. People have rights, people have freedoms. You should be able to exercise those rights and those freedoms. That being said, there's a line and it goes too far. There's a line and it goes too far, and at that point, cut it all out. Cut out. No more rights, no more freedoms. You lost your rights and freedoms, privileges. If we had a society that successfully gave a fuck about shaming people out of these bad beliefs and these bad behaviors and whatnot, that'd be one thing. We wouldn't need to get law involved. But shame has been completely removed from society. And once you remove shame, then the only other recourse is to get actual an enforcement arm involved.
And they're an illegal immigrant, and sometimes these crimes are heinous. And in years past, under previous administrations, they would call ICE and ask them to deport, and they wouldn't. And they would eventually wind up and say, like, Washington State, Seattle, another sanctuary jurisdiction, only to find out that that same criminal illegal alien committed another crime there. And it was a sanctuary policy that attracted them there. The easiest way to get rid of sanctuary policies is maybe we should start charging the politicians with crimes.
Agreed. And then you get money out of politics so they can't have their big business lobbyists and buddies and whatnot pay them out or try and skirt the law or anything like that. Yeah, you know what? Start charging politicians. Start holding their feet to the fire. Start throwing them in prison. Again, it's the very easy concept of they should fear us, not us fear them. Don't charge them. Eliminate them from society in terms of like throwing them in prison and shit.
that vote for the sanctuary policies and make them accessories to whatever crimes are committed by
This is the exact thing that I've said. This is the exact thing.
illegal immigrants in those jurisdictions, because to me they're absolutely complicit in the crime, because it never should have happened in the first place. But for those sanctuary policies, but for some politician voting thinking that that's okay.
Exactly. Do you believe in providing some level of force equal to that of someone who's doing that force? Just curious at all?
No, it should be greater force. It should be greater force.
I don't believe in eye for an eye. I think that the moment somebody tries to take your eye, you should take everything you can from them.
There it is. Yes, great. It's not an eye for an eye. It's a life for an eye, son. It's a life for an eye.
There's no reason to ever try to match force with a person who is trying to enact aggression onto you. The moment that you feel like you're being aggressed on, and the moment that you think that there's somebody who's trying to put you in danger or put you at risk, the goal should not be to get even. It should be to solve the problem.
And there are very easy ways to solve the problem.
Neutralize the threat. And that should be the goal. And so, like, that's my... You don't mean that? Well, of course I do. I mean, that's the only way you can approach things like that. That's not how eye for an eye works. Pull me up. Well, again, like, why would I pull you up for that? It's just stupid.
That's exactly what an eye for an eye means. First of all, Asmongold is entirely correct. An eye for an eye means equal recipient of punishment. So Asmongold is not talking about punishment. He's talking about force. So I guess the dude could argue an eye for an eye is like, no, it's not about punishment. All right, that's not the point. The point is, someone comes at you with whatever intent. You do not use equal force. You use greater force.
Oh, here we go.
Do we ever think, Chris, do we think about Doge and the hundreds of thousands of jobs that Doge got rid of last year? All of these federal workers still haven't found work. People
good, fuck them.
People have lost houses.
It should have been more. Should have fired way more people. It didn't fire enough people.
People have had loved ones that have died because they don't have health care. Even when you
shouldn't have worked for the government. The government's the devil.
You think about, am I a person that believes there needs to be border security? 100%.
Of course.
Think about the brutality.
Of course. Should be more brutal.
Of how
the thing is that this is like, he's doing the same thing that other people do. You cause the problem and then you get mad at people for solving it. There's no way that you can remove the amount of illegal aliens that are in the country without using brutal means. There's just not. You're like, if you want mass deportations and you want the illegal aliens removed from the country, you are going to look at a lot of people being dragged out of their houses, violence happening, people getting killed. They're gonna get killed. It's gonna happen.
Casualties of war. It's a war that never should have happened because it never should have been here. Sucks to suck.
I promise you that. And if you can't stomach that, then you don't want mass deportations. You don't. You can't say you want mass deportations and then complain about the process of it.
But these border policies have gone down.
Of course. But the question is, are you saying that it's justified because of it?
No.
So it's like, so that's how it's gonna be consumed. Like, I don't think you're justifying it. But if I was someone who doesn't know you, I would go, oh, he's saying that he deserve this and he made people get this radicalized through his thing.
I think we have to deal with the reality that some of these policies have hurt people so much.
Don't care.
That some folks are willing to risk it all.
That's exactly right. And that's why you've got to be on top of them even more. Charlemagne's right. He is. Like, there are a lot of people that have lost a lot and they're willing to be more violent and aggressive. That's why we need to have more FBI agents, more control, more of these weirdos that are like making...
Okay, well, not more FBI agents. The FBI, CIA, DOJ, they're all corrupt. They're all ran by the New World Order. They're all ran by the fucking World Economic Forum. They're all Soros funded. But there needs to be more application of force.
These threats online, these violent mobs, etc. That's the reason why we have to be even more aggressive on them. That's what I think.
Well, now you're justifying it.
I'm not justifying it.
No, you are.
It's just a reality.
But now you're justifying it.
It's just a reality that you have to deal with. Am I? You feel like I'm justifying it, Miles?
No, I think you can extrapolate out that, like, was Osama justified? Not justified. Was like Timothy McVeigh, all these other like political.
You're making the argument that people make about Bin Laden, which is, well, if America wasn't doing this shit in the Middle East, then Bin Laden wouldn't have done it.
If Ruby Ridge and Waco didn't happen.
I'm just saying that is the argument.
He's totally right. This argument is awful.
That they would make.
I just think that we would be remiss to not take a step back and not just have conversations about violent rhetoric.
No, we need to take more steps forward. Forward, marching them to the fucking gulags.
Let's talk about violent policies.
I wish we could, but we don't have any.
People have been watching over the last year and a half, and how a lot of people have been hurt by those policies. And some of those
should be more
people are willing to risk it all, because to your point earlier, they don't have nothing else to lose, at least in their mind.
Sure. But I guess what I'm saying is we still go, it's wrong to do that.
It is. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, like, you still have to deal with the reality.
But he's right about that. He is. And that's why we need to, there are a lot of people that are super angry about this. And if you don't acknowledge that and try to make countermeasures for it, you will have more assassination attempts. You will have more violence, etc. You kind of played hypocrisy for a moment there. You wanted more federal workers fired, but then you want more federal workers?
That's not hypocrisy in the slightest. First, I mean, while I disagree with that, as we go about more FBI, federal workers in some sort of enforcement arm is not the same as federal workers who are just fucking off in an office space, not doing anything except collecting a paycheck and telling you that your taxes are due. They're not the same.
I'm just gonna perm ban you. I don't even want to engage with that.
I both know from knowing people that are crazy that it actually doesn't take that much to get certain crazy people to do things.
Can you be driven crazy? You lose your house, your grandma dies because you couldn't afford health care. Your grandma,
you're not owed health care.
I've been living here her whole life. She gets deported to some country, or your wife or somebody that you love gets deported back to a country you've never been to. Can you be driven crazy?
I think you can
go with them.
Be radicalized for sure. I think there's a lot of proof for that. Sure.
You can make that argument against any law in the whole world. You can. It's dumb as fuck, bro. Like, some of these arguments, be a citizen, exactly.
Excellent video.
He almost had...
Excellent video. Yeah, dude, that was... We need to see more force. I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm tired of this shit, man. I'll go back and look at my old content from like 3 years ago and just all this libertarian hippy-dippy shit. No. Fucking Younger Leon was an idiot. Younger Leon was an idiot. More force, more radicalization, more misogyny. This doesn't have anything to do with women. I just think we should have more misogyny because misogyny is based. Alrighty. We've been going for a couple of hours. We usually focus on politics for the first couple of hours. Now we're going to get into the fun stuff. We got a couple more things to cover. We got Mia's Sonic the Hedgehog video, and we got Leaflit's Localizers video. So we go into the fun stuff. Think you're lucky stars you don't live in the UK. Oh, ain't no way I'm eating beans on toast. Actually, no, beans on toast doesn't sound that bad. It depends on the beans. Depends on the beans. Sonic the Hedgehog is just not good anymore. I agree and disagree with this on the surface. I'm gonna need to hear this argument. And to hear the argument, I'm gonna need to unmute it. There we go.
With the Sonic franchise, like,
see you soon, Sev.
Are they able to make a good game like Yakuza, but they can't do that with Sonic? Like, what is this?
Ezra, I'm member for 6 months. Do you watch Stranger Than Heaven trailer? Snoop Dogg and no, I don't even know what that is.
Shadow Jensen Crossroads weren't good. Crossroads is booty cheeks, literally. Buddy, I'm not here to accept branding in Sonic.
Me and Mia got into an argument about whether this game is, as she put it, booty cheeks or not. A few weeks ago when we were on the phone, it is a great game in terms of mechanically speaking, but by God, is it also a fucking stupid game. Like, I'm very mixed on it, and the branding in Sonic is not the issue I have.
Like brandy games. I'm here to see games like this, for example, where they put so much effort into it, and there's a story with like actual, lore. I'm not.
I don't think that's a fair criticism. It's a spin-off racing game. It's a spin-off racing game. It's not like Sonic Crossroads Racing is the next mainline entry. I don't think that's a fair argument.
Here to play freaking brand Sonic with his face on it. Okay. Like, if people are mad about that, it's like, bro, what happened?
Catch you later, Fab.
People can't accept criticism. They like to defend Sonic like nothing. Like it's their baby. It's like, bro, y'all need to realize that if you want Sonic to be good, you can't just accept mediocre. I'm not accepting mediocre.
Yeah, but what did put out recently? Like, Frontiers wasn't mediocre. Shadow Generations wasn't mediocre. Lost World as a game isn't mediocre, and even if you were to try and make the argument it was, well, first of all, it's not, but it's also a spin-off game. It's not mainline entry. I agree with her premise, but she needs to explain what's been mediocre so far beyond, hey, there's some stickers you can put on your car.
And people are gonna be like, oh, she's toxic. She's complaining about she don't like me because she's a toxic Sonic fan. I'm like, well, I'm sorry that I'm passionate about Sonic. What can I tell you? I'm not afraid to talk, like, because I know how many people, like, defend every Sonic game. And it's so freaking annoying. It's like, dude, I get it. Shadow Gens did really well, but it was super short. And then his voice was really bad.
I disagree that his voice is really bad. I mean, explain to me how it's bad. And was it short? I mean, to be fair, most Sonic games are incredibly short. They're made for replayability. It's also a remaster of an anniversary game with a bunch of new content added, so it's not even, really short.
This time, I will crush every last one of them.
And then the model was holding him back. The model needs a lot of fixing.
Okay, I agree with her completely on this. I agree with this 1000%. I'm so fucking tired of this Sonic model they've been using.
Reminds me of how
Hey, shout out to Yarnwitch. I appreciate the raid, Yarny. Thank you, girly.
Halo has sucked for years while other series that Xbox owned does better. Oh yeah. Bro, this has been going on since like 2010s. And not even then, like, bro, during Sonic Gens, I kind of just stopped being in the franchise. Like, I'm just like, I don't like it. It's pretty mid. Like, I was 13. I remember coming to my mom. I was like, I don't think I like Sonic that much anymore. She's like, well, it's because you're getting older. But now that I think about it, it was literally because Sonic was in a bad spot.
Correct. Yeah, the 2010s is the worst era for Sonic no matter what. I'm tired of the Sonic 06 hate. Sonic 06 was at least, aside from the mechanics, it's obviously an unfinished, buggy, fucked up game. But for everything else, no, it is absolutely better than what we got in the 2010s.
To be fair, the model was really good in Shadow Gens, except Sonic sucks in Shadow Gens. Shadow Gens, like, certain animations look fine, but the gameplay and then the in-game cutscenes, it just looks really bad.
Again, give me an example of that, because what you're showing on screen does not look bad. Not for the Shadow stuff they added and created for the game.
It really does. There's a lot of it holding back, like being held back. It really sucks. And it's like, dude, I want to see Sonic be better. I want to see it do better. Just because I criticize it, it doesn't mean I hate the franchise. It doesn't mean I hate, like, Sonic.
No, you should absolutely criticize things you love. She's correct there as well.
In general, it's just like, dude, what happened to the lore? What happened to, like, the characters, I know Shadow has gotten his spotlight, but, like, bro, like, they need to stop holding back, man. I really hope the next game that they really lock in, bro. Like, I'm not here to be like, I'm not gonna be here like, oh, Sonic Racing Crossroads was good. Because I feel like I'm just accepting mediocre.
See, no, she says here, I'm not here to be like it's good, and it flashes, it's okay on stream, but she's called it booty cheeks earlier. I need you to be consistent.
You're like, oh, Sonic Racing Crossroads was good.
It's okay. See, you can't be saying it's okay in this just quick flash on screen when calling it dog shit earlier, which is what you did.
Because I feel like I'm just accepting mediocre. I want to see the good stuff in the franchise. That's why I don't talk about Sonic as much as I did. First and foremost, there's not much going on right now. And second of all, it's like, bro, the games are just doing pretty bad. Mario Kart World compared to Crossroads, like, it's obviously better. We know this, everybody knows this. But
actually, for people that have played both games, the vast majority of them say just from a gameplay standpoint, Crossworlds is the better game.
Like, dude, like, it's so much worse compared to the earlier games. It's nothing compared to Riders.
Well, it's a completely different game than Riders. Again, that's not a fair comparison.
It's nothing compared to Sonic Racing Transformed. It's nothing compared to those, bro. It's gone. The sauce, the cars are not even big anymore. They're just carts now. And
yeah, it's because it's a kart racer. That's the whole thing, is it's a kart racer. It's a different genre. Well, it's a subgenre, but you know.
Then when you finish a level as a character, all you hear is like Mario music playing after you're done. Like you'll hear the character theme, and then it just ends. When the character theme ends, you just hear like Mario kind of music. It's like.
That was very Sonic oriented music. That's absolutely the sort of stuff you'd hear on the Dreamcast. Oh, she means right here. She means right here.
What is this, bro? It's Sonic Racing! Okay, so we had a
Okay, yeah, the main theme song sucks dick. I agree. The main theme song sucks dick.
really cool, like, it messes with your emotions. We had, like, a really cool animation of Crossworlds with, like, really cool music.
Yeah, Matt Sanford, it's a racing game. It's not meant to be a super serious Sonic entry. It's a family and friends party game. And that's all it needs to be. That would be like criticizing, you know, Mario Party for not being like Super Mario Odyssey. They're completely separate games. Separate types of games, made for separate audiences, separate settings, like, yeah.
And then you get into the game and then you just hear, like, I'm like, what the freak happened, bro? What happened?
Sonic music has gone downhill for their main vocal themes ever since Crush 40 stopped doing the music for them, though. So that's part of the course at this point, unfortunately. We need to bring back Crush 40.
This is like kid games, bro. I don't like it. I hated Transform when it first came out. I mean, that's your opinion, you know. I can't say anything about that. You know, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But the style was there. You can't deny that. The cars were big. When you transform, your car actually transformed. Freaking Crossroads, bro. They were saying, "Hey, we're bringing back Transformed and everything," and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then when I saw the trailer, I was like, "Dude, this is like Mario Kart World, but with like a little thing added to it of the car. That's how you transform." And people keep using the excuse of like, oh, well, they don't transform.
Yeah, Infinite's theme was good in Sonic Forces. I agree with that.
Because of their decals and stuff. I'm like, buddy, they could easily change that. It's a freaking, why do you need to have excuses for a big company that can't handle that? Like, what the freak? It's a big company. Why do you need it to make excuses for that? You know how many other games out there that do so much better than Sonic ever does? Like, it makes me so mad. I know Sonic can do great. I know it can do amazing.
Here, I agree with her. Sonic's been a very mediocre place for a very long time. But none of the criticisms she's throwing out right now are actually valid criticisms to show that mediocrity.
And it sucks. It really does. The way I think about Sonic is very different from what is shown to the public. You know what I mean? Like, I see it as like a shonen kind of thing, but it's never shown off that way. Even in IDW, they hold back all the time. Toxic positivity has rotted most of our media. They did. I would see other content creators for like Sonic and stuff, and then all they would do is glaze the games all the time. Like,
I disagree with that. Sonic has been one of the most memed and clowned on video game IPs of the last like 20 years.
Sometimes I'll criticize it a little bit, but then again, like, they won't go in depth on that, and they'll just kind of like wander off and then talk about the positives. It's like, bro, can we stop accepting like mediocre? I'm tired of it. I don't know what it is with companies, even if it's Sonic, whatever it is. Like, I don't understand what makes companies make stupid decisions with their friends.
What makes companies make stupid decisions with their franchises is listening to fucking social media and thinking that that's actually representative of the people. Twitter is not real fucking life. X is not real life. Most people who say shit on there don't know what they're talking about. And if you're using that as your market research, you're an idiot. You need to be actually talking to your paying customers.
Franchises. I've heard many things of like many other franchises that are going through the same boat, if not worse. Like, I don't even play them, but I just hear it and I understand where they're coming from. And it's like, why? What happened? And, you know, the way to handle this is you would not, like, if you want to protest against it, you would just not buy the game. But unfortunately, no matter what, people will always buy the game. So at the end of the day, you can't do nothing about it. People will always buy the game. If they got their face on it, they'll buy it. And
She literally has no idea what she's talking about here. When she says people will buy the game, do you realize how many companies we've got shut down because people didn't buy these games? Like, whether it be Gamergate related or not, how many companies have shuttered over the last 2-3 years, maybe even 4 years, because gamers have not bought their games? People aren't buying Sonic games because Sonic's name is on it or his face is on it. I mean, there's some are, obviously, but by and large, from Frontiers on, most of the games have actually been relatively good. At least correct steps in the right direction. And you gotta continue buying those, be like, hey, you're moving forward, we like what we're seeing here, keep doing this.
Tired of it. Like, I know it sounds annoying. I probably sound very annoying, but it's so frustrating because we got 06, we got Sonic Adventure 2, Adventure 1, and all these really cool cutscenes and storytelling and dialogue and amazing cinematics, and they never brought it back. We saw what Sonic could do.
They never brought it back because they fucked themselves. Sega rushed Sonic 06. It became one of the most hated games in the history of video games. And Sega learned all the wrong lessons from that.
And they never brought it back. Like, I know we got Shadow Gens, but Shadow Gens did not feel... It was a cool game, right? It was a really cool game visually, right? But it did not feel the same. It was still missing a lot of stuff. That if that was made back in the day, imagine how cool that would be. If they had that same idea, but executed it back then, they would go all out. I don't know, dude. Like, I'll sit there...
Except they didn't. They did create a Shadow game back then. It's called Shadow the Hedgehog, and people fucking hated it. So, I mean, even if they went all out, would it have been good? Now, I like Shadow the Hedgehog as a game. I know it's not necessarily good. It's got a lot of issues. The controls too slippery, things like that. But I like it for what it is. But people didn't like Shadow the Hedgehog either.
And I think about it, and you know how like I told you guys, like, I'm a big Sonic fan. Like, I am, and it kind of sucks because I can't really get into any other franchise no matter what game I play. Like Mega Man, sure, I like it, but I don't actually, like, for some reason my brain just doesn't want to click to it and actually like play all of like everything. But with Sonic, it's like, you know, I want to consume everything. But obviously now I'm kind of losing that. So I pretty much, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about by the time everything gets worse and worse, you know. That's the other issue, is they accept mediocre, and because they accept it, companies keep making it. Yeah, if they make more money, they're gonna keep doing it. It's like, hey, free money, we don't gotta try as hard, you know. But yeah, they'll buy anything they push out. If they got his face on it, that's it. Dude, I can just imagine.
Well, yeah, that's marketing. That's like telling Star Wars, you know, hey, people are gonna buy anything that's got Star Wars on it. Well, no. People don't buy the Rose Tico figures. Hell, Grogu figurines and merch fell off relatively quick by comparison to things like R2-D2 and Darth Vader. So I don't think that's accurate. People are buying the things they want to buy because a lot of Sonic stuff is cool.
Like a serious story with Sonic and the others, and not Sonic as the main character. Like this, for example, like I'm playing as a different character in the beginning, and it looks cooler when you see the main character that you've seen for so long be a side character.
They did that. It was called Shadow the Hedgehog, and again, people hated it. Also, the franchise is called Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't want to see Sonic as the fucking side character. Now, I want other playable characters. Don't get me wrong. I like Sonic Adventure is my favorite game of all time. I like that there's 6 total playable characters. I like playing as all of them. But Sonic's the main fucking character.
I'm just saying, for some reason, to me, that hits
Catch you later,
different.
Randall.
I'm telling you, like, I'm playing as a different character. You see, like, Sonic show up or something, and it's like, oh, hey, it's you. They can do some crazy stuff. I don't know why they're doing the whole, like, flashback thing when it's just a social media thing and nothing else. It might not even be. But that's just me having low expectations. But at the end of the day, I do hope they do reveal a new model or something, but I don't think so. These mega corpos buying all these IPs and ruining for cash grabs.
That is completely irrelevant because that hasn't happened to Sonic. That comment was retarded.
Sonic Rumble. I think that's another big one. Sonic Rumble, Sonic and Friends. It's like, bro, those are freaking kids stuff. And
yes, Sonic is like Pokemon. It is an IP that's been around for so long. You're gonna have multiple different generational demographics for this IP. There's nothing wrong with making Sonic games that are for kids, while also making ones that the older fans have, can appreciate. Sonic Origins Collection was a re-release of all the classic Genesis games. That was clearly for the older generation who grew up with those games.
And when you go to Crossworlds, it has that same vibe. And that's why I just don't like playing these games. I want Sonic to be something better. I really
What up,
do.
Raza?
I know they can do good, man. I know they can. I get emotional talking about it because, like, I'm tired of waiting, man. We waited many years. I know they can do better, dude.
Yeah, and we got a more mature story with Sonic Frontiers. We got a more mature story with Shadow Generations. Like, we're being serviced with both. Now, you could say those games are mediocre or whatnot, and there's conversation or debate to be had there, but I don't think that's to say that we just haven't gotten anything I don't think that's a fair criticism. I don't think you can justify that claim.
Sonic games can be great. We have had many of them, yes. They can be great, but they can be even better. The thing that Sonic 06 has done to me is changed like my whole perspective of Sonic. Like I saw it as something that was pretty much out there that the other Sonic games couldn't do.
I mean, it's not the other Sonic games couldn't do. Sonic Adventure 2, they both did it.
Obviously, it didn't succeed. We know this, but I'm just saying the soul was there, right? And you can tell like it would have been something better. And if that was successful, I wonder what the rest of the games would have been like. I wonder if it would have been like something. They look older, they look cooler, they're not trying too hard. Everything feels natural. What I mean by that is their personality. Shadow's not trying too hard to be stepping on Sonic and trying to be better than him. And Amy's not like, yeah, sure, she's defensive and you know, she loves Sonic, but it's not like over the top. Amy's in a bad spot right now. Like, my goodness.
I agree with that.
Unfortunately, the people in Sonic Team get held back by the company, and it freaking sucks. I guarantee you they probably would have made great, crazy things, but they can't because they're always held back. Didn't Takashi Iizuka, didn't he like want Shadow to be like a playable character in Forces? So he was the one that put him in there, like begging Sega for him to add him on there or something like that. I don't remember the story behind that, but they wanted him in the game. I feel like if they just had like the classic Sonic games, have like the kid-like stuff, and then modern be its own thing.
That would not work at all. First of all, classic Sonic being side-scroller, 2D side-scrollers, that's actually more in terms of gameplay for adult or for older players. Kids don't play fucking 2D side-scroller games. Like, I'm sorry, kids aren't playing shit like that nowadays. Kids are playing Minecraft. Kids are playing Roblox. They're not playing old-school side-scroller-based games. So to say that classic Sonic should be the one for kids is a fundamental misunderstanding of demographics. As far as modern Sonic being its own thing, right now it is. So Frontiers showed that. Shadow Generation showed that. What I need you to try and justify the points you're making beyond just saying this is my opinion. Why is this your opinion?
I'd be completely fine with that. But they don't do that. They literally mixed up classic Sonic and modern together. That's how we came up with that model. I was gonna say model. We got freaking light blue Sonic with short quills that looks like a pillow. If you look at his quills in the back, it looks like a little pillow, and then you can see his neck. And it's just weird. I don't like it. I'll see a short on YouTube. Well, actually, it was a short like a few days ago on YouTube on the official Sonic channel. And it's a Sonic puppet talking to like the cast members or not cast members. I don't know what you call them. But yeah, the people working on Sonic and stuff in the Western side. And it's like, I'm like, bro, what is this, dude? You know? And I'm tired of saying like there's moments where I just want to uninstall Crossworlds. And I know that sucks, but you can tell, like, because I haven't been talking about it, I haven't been playing it. The unstable online servers is ridiculous, bro. You know, until they actually make the game better, then I'll, you know, re-download it. But for now, I honestly, like, I'm tempted to just stop. Because it just feels like it doesn't feel Sonic-y, you know what I mean?
Well, again, I don't think it's fair to level that comparison at a spin-off racing game.
The problem is Sonic is claimed by the furry community, and the majority of them is filled with most toxic, controlling, and overly sensitive weirdos on the planet. Yeah, and for some reason they like to defend the franchise like crazy. Like, bro, I'll get people that say like, why can't people just accept Sonic for what he is or whatever? And I'm like, dude, he's not your friend. It's a freaking video game character. What are you doing?
I agree with her completely on this, though.
Like, I would understand if this is like a real human being and we're making fun of him, then...
If it's a real human being, we're making fun of them even better, because we need to make fun of people. Making fun of people is fucking base. Continue making fun of people. But, like, no, the idea, you got so many terminally online freaks who cannot tell fiction from reality, and they talk about fictional characters as if they're real. It happened, like, with Primata. When I talk about Primata, not even, like, the people who are calling it like a pedo game and whatnot. But when you have people like, I'm going to defend this little girl of my life. Okay, I'm glad you got these paternal instincts. I do. I made a whole like 2 or 3 videos about it. But it's still a fucking video game character.
Of course you're gonna tell that and be like, hey, stop that. You're bullying my friend, but he's not, bro. It's a freaking video game character that anybody could make. It's like, bro, I don't get it. I'm so tired of seeing that. It's like, these are the same people that would just buy anything. Something about Crossworlds, like the whole talk about it, it feels very, I don't know the right word for it, man. I'm telling you, if I had better vocabulary, I could talk about this better, but I don't. I'm not saying gameplay-wise, but I'm talking like the way it looks. It looks like something out of a mobile game. Like, I just don't like it, man.
I agree with her aesthetically. Aesthetically, Sonic is in a terrible fucking place. I also think there's been steps in the right direction. Yeah, that was a weak take from Mia. That was a weak video. I'm gonna have to hit her up about that. That was some weak sauce. And she said at the end, she's like, oh, I can't articulate myself very well. Clearly, because you didn't expand on, this is my opinion, without expanding on any of it. That was sad. That was bad. That's it. There's the video. I dropped it in the chat for you guys. Did you ever try a Sonic Rumble game? No, I haven't, but I haven't tried it. I have it, but I have not tried it. Alrighty. Final video of the day. Localizers, know your role. Just gonna give this a little preemptive like. Leaflit has been killing it with these music videos, dude. Absolutely killing it. She did that Have Babies one. As you know, I do so many videos about how much I hate localizers. How much they are ruining anime, destroying anime. I'm excited for this. Let's go.
The localizers? They come?
We get signal. Main screen turn on.
You know what you're doing. Take off every zig! You know what you're doing. Take off every zig!
Okay, that was kind of rough right there. To all the anime creators, Merry Christmas. What a brilliant thing to throw in at the very beginning, because it's a real recent, fresh localization issue. Fresh-ish, you know, we're talking about the, when they changed, like, even in the Japanese version of the anime, where the Japanese voice actors said Merry Christmas, and the localizers changed it to Happy Holidays. Brilliant, fresh controversy to throw in at the beginning. I was trying to see if there's any, like, references in these plushies or whatnot. Maybe not. Maybe there isn't. I don't recognize any of them. I was wondering maybe she put in, like, other VTubers. And maybe there are. Maybe I just don't know enough about my VTuber lore. Chat, you'll have to let me know. Are these plushies of other VTubers? Or is it just random plushies made by AI? This song is so buns. I have no fucking idea what that means. They look familiar. Maybe they are. I don't know enough about other VTubers. I mostly just watch Cinny and Leaflit. I want to shoot guns and eat onigiri should go on a fucking shirt, dude. That is awesome. I want to shoot guns and eat onigiri. So for those of you that don't know, so Oto Kanoko are allowed to exist too. Trans people have their own anime. So what localizers will do is they will take the concept of Oto Kanoko, which are dudes or whatnot, people that dress the opposite gender, but acknowledge that, like, they're not trans. They're cross-dressers at the end of the day. They're cross-dressers. And localizers will change them to make them trans in the anime. It's fucking disgusting. Great line. Telling trans people not to be greedy is like telling the sun not to fucking rise.
Keep your bitch ass hands off of my
Guys, we do not deserve this woman. We do not deserve Leaflit. She is the best of us. I gotta hear this again.
Keep your bitch ass hands off of my anime. Localizers know your place. Go fuck yourself. Anime wa kuri.
That melts my heart, guys. It warms my fucking heart. Even throwing in the video games, she's right. In fact, I would argue it's worse in video games. I would, and not to take away from, because it's a problem in anime and manga. It absolutely is. I would say it is absolutely worse in video games. Oh, I was hoping she was gonna say die. Maybe I'm going a little bit too hard. I thought she was gonna say die. Lethal Weeaboo says, watch both versions, trust me. Alright, there's another version, I'll watch it. I'll need to find it, there's another version, I'll watch it. Absolutely. Thank you for the 5-banger. Normally, I'd play you a clip. I don't want to interrupt the song with the clip, so I'll get you one in a bit. Agreed! AI will free us from the tyranny, because AI is going to give us shit like this. I've enjoyed watching this more than I've enjoyed watching any dubbed anime of the last 5 years. We are 2 minutes in, and I've enjoyed this made by AI more than any anime that's been, any dub anime the last 5 years. Pipple Up Stars Commander with a 5-banger. I love anime if it was one of the things that made me want to draw. Last thing I want is some dummy on X tell me if you watch anime you're a pedophile. That is completely irrelevant to the localizer issue, but yes, there is that as well. Thank you for the 5-banger. She can't go one song without an Asmongold reference, baby. That's a nice little addition there. Rev, Hirohei, and Chibi as pilots. That's awesome. And this doesn't happen in other languages, by the way. She says around the world, but it doesn't happen in other languages. If you watch anime like that's dubbed in, let's say, you know, like Portuguese or something, they do keep it accurate. This is only happening in English-speaking countries. That was awesome. I'm loving her little like idol girl arc, little idol arc, if that's what you want to call it. These are so much fun. Anytime we get the chance to react to these. All right, now so Localizers Know Your Role English version. I assume this is the localized version, which you say is better. I don't know how you're gonna top that. I don't know how you're gonna top what she's did. So let's find out.
The Localizers, they come?
We get signal. Main screen turn on.
She asked Grok who made the most content against Localizers. That she got her, Rev, and Chibi. Oh, I think I make more content against Localizers than at least Rev. Hirohei and Chibi probably. But I think I make more than Rev does.
You know what you're doing. Take off every zig!
Hey besties, hi! We stand anime so much to all create
We stan anime so much. Happy holidays. Oh my god. She's gonna change it all to be modern lingo like a localizer would do. Oh no, this is gonna fucking hurt.
All diverse fans across the world, your visions are valid, but we'll make them better.
Your visions are valid, but we'll make them better. Oh, fuck me. Hopscotching backwards. This is gonna hurt so bad.
I love my anime.
Now, if she really wanted to make this like a localized version, she would have removed her chest. I know the Leaflit don't exactly got a big chest to begin with, but she would have made herself completely flat. Like, she'd have made the Japanese version super, like, sexy and stuff, and then the localized version would be real, like, all the physics would be gone.
So very much watching it on Netflix gives me joy and growth. Bestie, I wanna shoot my shot and eat jelly donuts.
A jelly donuts reference is awesome. Like, that's some old school localizer fuckery. Like, obviously nowadays the problem with localization is not just they're changing the context, the content, but they're making it hyper politicized. But the jelly donuts, that's some old school shit.
But the source needs a tiny update now. Those pesky patriarchal demons gotta go. We're not
The most famous one of all time. The pesky patriarchal demands gotta go. Oh, god damn.
gatekeeping, we're elevating. Fanboys should get a crack to their true selves, period.
Fanboys should get egg cracked to their true selves? Leaflit, what are you doing? This is madness!
Trans and non-binary rap belongs everywhere. So please don't be so greedy. Let's expand every story to make.
That's an underappreciated change right there. Cause like, just like how localizers changed the context, in her original video, she was telling trans people not to be greedy. Then she changes the localization here to where it's telling people who are like against trans and whatnot to not be greedy, which in turn completely changes the context. That's the most clever change so far.
Progressive voices, loud and clear. Yes, Queen, localize.
Throwing in Yas Queen, localizers slay. What a vile fucking woman. I love her so much.
Hands on the anime. We know exactly what is best for the culture. For anime belongs to all the fans and the creators too. Localizers keep cooking and push those boundaries on the show. Suddenly dropping those fresh inclusive lines right in, changing character feelings to be way more smart, removing.
Changing character feelings to be way more smart is such a stupid line, but here it works contextually so well.
Outdated culture that just doesn't vibe, and we're doing the exact same thing to video games as well.
Did she just like Google what are the most cringe Gen Z terms I could possibly think of to put in the song? I'm sorry, she probably didn't Google it. She probably used Grok or ChatGPT to have AI tell her the cringiest Gen Z terms she could absolutely find.
Helping everyone be their best selves, no cap. Don't be afraid to let us touch your anime. AI can't replace the human touch of real sensitivity. Let the
She had to throw in some anti-AI rhetoric. Well done.
creators hear our feedback a little more right now. Time to end fascism, shots and fragile males.
That's another recent controversy. Another recent one. I don't remember what manga it was, but yeah, the idea of the fragile masculinity, calling them chuds. That was a localization issue in a recent manga / anime. Good inclusion there. This is inclusion done right.
There's intense spots, make it better now. Just as the author should intend. Amplify those progressive voices. Loud and clear. Yes, Queen, localize.
And fascism one as well. The end fascism. I wonder if I missed that one.
Hands on the anime. keep cooking and push those boundaries on the show. Anime so valid and you love it too, right?
I can't do good conscience bop to this one because of the lyrics. Like I'm starting to feel the music, and then I'm reading the lyrics like, no, Leon, don't bop. Don't bop!
Let's grow, evolve, and decolonize together.
Bitch really threw in the decolonize. I can feel myself getting more misogynistic as this goes on. Like Leaflit is doing more than any other woman to make me hate women, and I love her for it. Like it is the paradox of misogyny that it is taking a woman being based to make me hate women more. Well done, girly. Well done. Let's go ahead and throw this one in the chat for you guys as well. Truly works of art. As for which one's better, I'm a little torn. Because obviously, the second one is more clever. The localized version, the official English version, is more, that one is more clever by a long shot. But it also, like, just pained me to listen to. That was, as an open and admitted sadist who loves seeing the suffering of others, watching other people be in pain makes my dick hard. That was pure masochism. That was absolute masochism. Leaflit, you're an evil woman, but Matt Stanford's correct. Localizing your own music video is some top tier trolling. That is like right in the year of our Lord 2026. The two best trolls that I've seen are Leaflit and the official White House account on X posting like the nice instead of ice. Oh, you love to see it. Alrighty, crew. Let's see who's live. We outie like 4 circles. Let's see who's live right now, and I'll get a raid going. Let's see. Because I got to be on the Dooley show here pretty soon, in about 2.5 hours. I can get some grub before then. Then me and Hypno are doing a gaming stream tonight. Oh! I'd be remiss if I... Alright, so me and Hypno are going to be playing Remnant tonight over on my gaming channel. And I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you guys. Tomorrow, the big Griff stream. Lil Nitro, the world's hottest gummy bear. 9 million Scoville units. 900 times hotter than a jalapeno. If we hit $500 in donos tomorrow night, I will eat this live. And me and Cindy have some plans as to what'll happen. And maybe Sevi. Cindy apparently might actually have to cancel on the show. We'll see. She was telling me that she has some stuff to do during the day that might make an appearance in the evening difficult. So we'll see. Either way, we're doing that. So yeah, tomorrow Griff stream going to be amazing. Tonight, me and Hypno on the gaming channel going to be playing Remnant. All right, let's see who's live. Let's see who's live. Let's see who's going to get a raid. I don't know why Eagle Lord said bye Sevi. Sevi's not here. She's not been here for a while. Anyway. Make sure you can have ice cream on the side. Can dull the spice. Fuck that. I don't want to dull nothing. I'm putting on a show for you guys. I'm going to take all the heat, son. I'm going to take all the heat. Alright, so I just criticized Mia pretty hard in that previous video. So we're going to raid Mia. Tell her Words of Paradise raid, Vital Isle raid, but also tell her I think her video sucked, and we need to talk about it. Deuces, crew. We had like 4 circles. Tell Mia everything, and I will see you guys for the streams tonight.